No, I stabbed my girlfriend to death. I killed her. And I want to be picked up by the police.
These 911 calls reveal the best and worst of humanity.
On May 27, 2020, police dispatch in Gilbert, Arizona received a distress call from a local woman, Alicia Cordova. The wife and mother of two was calling to report the murder of her husband, 40-year-old Nicholas Cordova, who was shot to death inside of his business while on a FaceTime call with his family at the end of a hard day of work. When the killing was first reported to the public, the cause of death had not been released. We know that Nicholas was killed with a gun. As of the time this video was produced, the motive of the murder still remains a mystery.
It's okay to breathe.
Your emergency.
Yes, someone. I'm on FaceTime with my husband. My kids are FaceTiming, and someone came in and started beating him. I think they have a gun.
What's your address?
He's at Gilbert Air. Gilbert Air. I can't even look at the address right now. I'm freaking out.
Is he at work?
Yes, he's at work. His address. Yes. Nick.
Okay.
Nick.
Is he still there?
I can hear things moving around, but I don't see anyone back there. Capri, get out of the room, please, babe. Nick!
And you're calling from Scottsdale?
I'm calling from Scottsdale. We were FaceTiming. My kids are FaceTiming him, and then I just heard screaming. I thought it was a joke, and somebody came in.
Okay, this is your husband's work, and it's Gilbert Air?
Yes, my husband's work, Gilbert Air. It's just him and his manager that work there, but someone came in, and I think they're just, beating him. I'm pretty sure I saw a gun. I still have him on FaceTime, but I can't see anything. Babe!
Okay,
Nick!
are you hearing anything?
I just hear moaning. I don't know if it's him or the manager.
Okay, I've got help on the way, okay?
Please hurry.
Okay.
Hurry.
Okay. Let me get your phone number just in case.
It's an air conditioning, a workshop.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, you're at 4 in case we get disconnected. Okay, what's his name?
Nick.
Okay, what is Nick's last name?
Cordova.
Do you have his phone number?
Yes.
What's his phone number? Okay.
And then he has another cell phone. We're on, I don't know which cell phone we called him on.
All right. Can you, I just want to confirm, is it Suite 113 or Suite 13?
No, it's number 13.
Okay. It's Suite 13. All right, thank you.
Nick!
He's not answering you?
Can someone answer me? Is anybody there? Nick! The cops are coming, babe.
How many people did you see in there?
I didn't see anyone. I just saw, the phone, rustling around, and then I'm pretty sure I saw a black glove or gun above. I didn't hear any shots or anything, though. I could hear him saying, yelling, screaming. Someone was hitting him.
Okay.
My kids had the freaking phone, and they saw it.
Okay. All right.
Who's there? Who is that? I'm on the phone. I have police on the phone. Who is that? Who's there? Pick up the phone. David who? Dave. Dave, pick up the phone. What is going on? Where's my husband? I have the police on the phone.
You don't know who he is?
Where's Nick?
Do you know who this gentleman is?
He's not there? Someone came in. Is he okay? What's going on? Dave!
Ma'am, tell me what's happening. Who is the guy you're talking to?
His coworker's there and his partner. Oh my gosh, is he okay? Dave!
Is that his coworker?
Dave, tell me what's going on. Is he okay?
Can you answer my question? Is that his coworker?
Bella!
Ma'am, who is Dave?
No!
Can you please answer my questions? Ma'am.
Dave's his partner. Dave's his partner. He just came into the building. I don't know.
Okay, I need you to tell me what is happening. I've got officers on the way.
I don't know. He's just saying, oh, my God. He grabbed the phone and just said, oh, my God. Dave! Is he okay? Is he breathing? Dave, answer me!
Okay, I need you to stay calm, okay? I've got officers on the way. They're less than I've got an officer that should be arriving on
They have
scene.
to hurry. Something bad happened.
I've got ma'am.
I have to go down there.
Ma'am. No, I've got officers that are arriving on scene right now. I need you to take a deep. Okay, ma'am, I've got an officer on scene right now. Okay, I need you to take a deep breath.
I don't know what's going on.
They're going to.
Something bad.
Ma'am, they're on scene right now. Okay, I have an officer arriving and I have another coming right behind him. I need you to take a deep breath. What is your?
We need to
okay,
something.
We will get him the help. Okay, we've got an officer going on scene right now. What is your name?
Alicia. Dave, is he okay? Is he okay? Dave, what is going on?
Okay, I've got an officer arriving on scene. Does he see him?
I can hear that.
Does he see the officer?
Yes, he just told him his name.
Okay, ma'am, I've got an officer on scene, okay?
Major Blood.
Do you hear him?
Yes, hi. He said 2 guys came in.
Okay, all right. Ma'am, I'm going to have the officers contact you after they get everything under control, okay?
We have surveillance videos. Oh, my gosh, what is going on? What am I supposed to do right now? Do I hang up?
I've got officers on scene. They're going to assess the situation, and I will have one of them give you a call, okay?
Okay, where am I supposed to go?
I need you to do whatever you feel is safest. Officers are on scene, and they will give you a call, okay?
Okay.
Okay, as soon as they're able, they will call you, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Nicholas Cordova was a native of Scottsdale, Arizona, and owner of Gilbert Air Heating and Cooling. The 2 men suspected of murdering the father of 2 were seen shortly after the episode around the corner from Gilbert Air. Since there have been no additional killings of the same nature reported in the area, police believe the slaying was an isolated incident. Police have determined there are no additional suspects they are searching for, and the 2 alleged perpetrators remain at large. One of the suspects is believed to be a heavyset male approximately 5'8", and of either Hispanic or Native American descent. This suspect was captured on security camera footage at a local gas station near the crime. There is no additional information available for the second suspect at this time. Anyone with any information as to the identity and whereabouts of these suspects is encouraged to contact police in Gilbert, Arizona as soon as possible. Those with information who choose to remain anonymous can report through silentwitness.org. On October 25, 2017, 911 operators in Northside, Ohio, received calls of a robbery in progress at a local Family Dollar store. A man making a delivery to the store dialed 911 as a yet unidentified person in a mask was in the middle of robbing the retail location with a .357 revolver. As the suspect leaves the store, the delivery person follows closely behind. Eventually, a struggle ensues between the 2.
Cincinnati 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Northside Family Dollar. They're being robbed right now. Corey Avenue.
Okay, you said Family Dollar on North Side?
Yes, hurry up.
Okay,
He's here right now with a mask.
Okay,
Halloween mask.
Okay, do you have any weapons?
Yes, he's got a bag. It's got a gun in it.
Okay, so you're being robbed at gunpoint?
Yes, right now.
Okay. I'm going to get you some help, okay? Can you stay on the phone with me?
Yes.
Okay. How many people are there?
1 robber.
Okay, 1 subject. Okay. Is he male, black, or white?
He's got a mask on.
Okay. So you can't tell.
No.
Is it a black mask?
White.
White mask, okay.
Yeah.
What is he wearing?
Halloween costume.
What was that?
Halloween costume.
Okay. You can't tell if it's male, female, how old approximately?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. And he has a gun in the bag?
I'm not sure. Sure.
Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, we're going to get you some help. Is anybody right there?
I'll shoot you, mother. I'll shoot you. I will shoot you. I will shoot
Sir, are you still there? Sir, are you still there?
Yes, I got him down.
Okay. You have him down. Are you a security guard?
No.
Okay. Are you having trouble with him?
What's that?
Are you having trouble with him? Do you have him detained?
Yes, I'm struggling with him right now.
Struggling with him? Okay.
I'm struggling with him right now. I got him down.
Does he still have the gun?
What's that?
Does he still have the gun?
You might want to hurry up.
I understand. We're getting you some help right now, okay?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay.
He's not going nowhere.
Okay. Are you armed at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm the Pepsi guy.
Okay.
You might want to have a cop there, like right now.
I understand, sir. They're all aware, okay?
Yeah. I got him. I'm in the middle of the street.
You're in the middle of the street?
I don't know what to tell you, dude. You're either going to go to sleep or you're going to stop moving. You ain't going nowhere. I got a hold of you. You ain't going nowhere, buddy.
So you are in front of the Family Dollar?
I got him. You ain't going nowhere, dude. You're going to sleep. I'm telling you. Either I can ease up.
Okay. Are you injured in any way, sir?
No, I'm good. I just got him down. He's not going nowhere.
You got him down? Okay. Where's the gun at?
I don't know what to tell you.
Where's the gun at?
I got him.
Okay.
Dude, don't move. I'm going to choke you tighter. I'm going to tighten you up.
Where's the gun at? Sir,
I got to hold you.
sir, the officers need to know where the gun is.
I got
You have the... You have...
Dude.
Is the police there, sir?
No, yeah, I got like 5 officers. He's got a fake one. He's got a fake one. I got about 5 officers there.
You have 5 officers. Are the officers struggling with him, or is everything okay?
Yeah, I got him. He's not going anywhere. He's going to get choked out. Don't move. I'm going to choke you even tighter. I got you even tighter, dude. Don't move. You can't breathe because you're going to get choked out. You better stop. I'm not security. I'm not security. It's underneath me.
Sir, can you still hear me?
You roll on your back. Yep.
Can you still hear me, sir? Sir, can you still hear me?
They got him in custody.
They have him in custody. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they struggling with him at all?
They're getting ready to tase him.
Okay. Can you let me know when they tase him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they have to tase
Wrong
him at all?
answer. Yeah, I'm here.
Sir?
Yeah.
What's your name? Okay. And your last name? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sir. The officer's taking over. You can talk to them, okay? Make sure you talk to them.
Sorry.
Okay, sir?
You need anything from me?
Are the officers having any trouble at all?
I'm sorry?
Are the officers having any trouble at all?
No, they got him.
Okay. All right. You can talk to them. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Bye.
The delivery person was not seriously injured during the altercation. Although the caller stated the suspect was male, he was unable to make a correct identification due to the mask. The perpetrator was later identified as 50-year-old Linda Zief. For her part, Zief was found guilty of 1 count of aggravated robbery and 1 count of weapons under disability. She was sentenced to 9 years. In April 2022, Aubrey Lumpkin tied up an elderly couple for days inside their Green Cove Springs home. He called 911 to turn himself in.
Clark County now, what's that emergency? Hello, how you doing? First of all, I'm a piece of shit. I need medical assistance out here for this elderly couple. I'm turning myself in.
Okay, what's the
for? Yeah. Yes, I thought family, they know me. And I'm turning myself in. I know the family.
Okay.
Right?
Breathing?
They conscious and breathing, but they need medical assistance.
Well, let's get rescue on the phone for you so you can let them know what's going on so they know what you're saying.
Okay. I don't want nobody hurting me, and I'm saying this now. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm saying this for the record.
Fire rescue, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm just saying on record, I don't want to be hurt. I'm turning myself in.
Fire rescue, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm turning myself in.
It's descendant, what's going on? Was it an assault, sir?
I'm just turning myself in.
Okay, are they breathing?
Yeah. Are they wet?
They breathing?
Yes, they're breathing. They was just talking.
Okay.
They were just talking.
I don't know what who's done. Okay. Make sure they stage. All right, Sheriff's Office, we're going to stage.
Right
yeah. What is your name? Okay, sir, we're on our way. I need your name. Okay, what happened to the couple? What did you do to the couple? Are you there? All right, Sheriff's Office, we're going to stage. Just give us a call. Okay. Sir, are you there? Hello? Hello? Sir? I don't know.
When authorities arrived at a home on County Road 315 in Green Cove Springs, they found an elderly couple who were malnourished, dehydrated, and suffering from infections after being tied up for 48 hours. They were immediately taken to the hospital for treatment. The caller and suspect, 46-year-old Aubrey Lumpkin, told authorities that he entered the couple's home through the front door while his accomplice came through a rear entrance. The duo then ordered the couple to the floor, and Lumpkin blasted 2 shots over their heads to discourage them from screaming for help. After immobilizing them with duct tape, the men found the couple's credit and ATM cards and forced them to cough up their PIN numbers. Ron Wall, who lived next to the couple for decades, told news sources he was scared that the couple had been murdered. He said, "They're good people, never bothered anybody. I've known them for about 50, 60 years." Another neighbor, Lonnie Strickland, described the couple as nice and quiet. Clay County Sheriff's Office said that Lumpkin also made several statements about potentially burying someone on a property next to the house. Investigators began to search until they found remains that belonged to an unidentified woman. Medical examiners could not determine the cause of death because of how badly decomposed the body was. However, they found trauma to the neck, face, and mouth area. An arrest report says that the accused told detectives that 2 years earlier, he and his girlfriend got into an argument and he hit her. When he saw she wasn't breathing, he tried to resuscitate her but couldn't. Instead of calling 911, he buried her and then took on her identity, sending messages to her family asking them to wire money. According to the couple's family, Lumpkin used to live in a different home on the property with one of their daughters. The family member said they hadn't heard from the woman since she left the house 2 years ago. It's unknown whether the remains were his girlfriend's, as the victim's family requested that her identity not be released. Lumpkin was charged with manslaughter and tampering with evidence. A spokesperson for the state attorney's office confirmed that the manslaughter charges against Lumpkin were directly connected to the discovery of human remains just days after his arrest. The hostage victim's foster daughter, Shalia Richardson, said she was shocked that such an ordeal happened to her grandparents.
I honestly was shocked and very highly, upset and disturbed, because why would somebody do something like this to my parents?
Richardson expressed that she hopes for the best for her foster parents who raised her.
I would like to see justice, be served and, my parents be okay.
In July 2022, Lumpkin pleaded not guilty during his arraignment on the manslaughter charge, and he will be back in court in August for the pretrial hearing. Andrew Balser, who now goes by the name of Andrea, brutally stabbed her parents to death in October 2016 at their home in Winthrop. The teen casually called 911 to confess what she had done.
The call was played out in court and is not the usual 911 quality, but shows the animation in Andrea's voice despite the gravity of the crime she had just committed.
This Somerset, I'm transferring a caller in Winthrop. He's telling me he's just killed 2 people. You're on the line with him, okay?
Hello? Hello? Hi, who am I speaking with? Andrew T. Balser. Andrew, how do you spell your last name? Balcer. And Andrew, what's the phone number you're calling me from? Again, 3. All right. What happened? Oh, this question would be, I snapped. I took my little K bar there and planted it straight into my mother's back. And then, how old are you, Anna? 17, I think. Okay. And what else happened, Andrew? Well, she's lying on my floor. I mean, that's messy. And my father woke up to her screams. I stabbed the out of him. Stabbed your father and your mother, and you're sure they're dead? Yeah, he ain't breathing. She ain't either. So, yeah, they're dead. Okay. What happened? Why did you do that? I don't even know anymore. Okay. Oh, I stabbed the dog, too. He was barking. You stabbed the dog as well? Yep. Okay. Little one. Big belly going. Were you guys arguing? No, we weren't. Okay. Were they sleeping? Yeah. Yeah, they were. I woke my mother up. She thought there was something wrong, so she came to lie down in bed with me. So when she went to hug me, I just put my knife in her back. Okay. How long ago did this happen? 30 minutes or so. And you're sure they're dead? Can we get help to them right now? Yeah, there's no helping them. Are you sure? Are you sure? Andrew, I need you to listen to me. I need you to listen to me, Andrew. Is there anybody else in the house? Well, my brother was, but, where he? I took us down the road, I think. How old is your brother? Huh? How old is your brother? 25. 25? No. How old is your brother? Oh, he's 25. He's 25. What's his name? Christopher William Balser. Is there anybody else in the house? You have any other brothers and sisters? Is there anybody else there? Nope, that's it. Do you have any weapons? Do you have any firearms, Andrew? I do. What do you have? A Walther PK-380. A Walther PK-380? Yes, sir. Is it loaded? Hang on a sec. Yep. On the 2. Start for our town immediately. Again? Okay, do not. All right, Andrew. Listen to me. Put that gun down. Gun down. Andrew, you do not have any other weapons on you, is that correct? That is correct, sir. Andrew, I need you to do me a favor. I have got officers that are heading over there. I do not want you to get hurt, and I do not want you to hurt those officers. Do you understand me? Oh, I understand. Don't worry, sir. No one else is dying tonight. Okay, Andrew. When my officers get there, you are going to act calm, and you are going to do exactly what they tell you to do. You are going to show them your hands. You are not going to have any weapons on you, nor are you going to engage them in any sort of violent behavior. Are we correct in understanding each other? Yes, sir. Move slowly, clearly, and as the officer's order. Come out with my hands up, move slowly, and do not make any threatening motion. Trying to talk to me.
That's somebody else on.
Is it?
I believe it's, yes, I believe it's the other party.
Okay, I really need to stay on the phone with him. He's telling me he just murdered his parents. Yeah. Stay on the phone with Christopher, get as much information from him as possible. Is that him ringing through right now?
Yeah, it is him ringing through. Jordan, hold that call.
Yeah. Tell me, get back on it and hold it.
Okay, we'll keep it. I'll keep listening to you.
All right, I'm going to hang up now. No, we're not hanging up. You're not hanging up until you talk to my officer. Or advise me when it's okay to disconnect. Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Do you see my officer right now?
Yes, he's on the driveway there.
You do everything he says and everybody will be okay. You and my officers will be okay.
Yes. How do you want me to come out of the building here?
I will have him tell me. Yes, don't do anything. I want you to stay calm. I'm glad you're working with me and not against me.
I want this to be over just as much as you do.
Okay, Andrew, why did you do this?
I'm more sure of it. I don't know. I just did it.
They did not provoke you? There was no argument?
Not recently, no.
And there's nobody else in the house. There's nobody else that's hurt that needs care, do they?
No.
All right. I don't have any reason to believe you're not telling me the truth. You've been very upfront and forward with me up to this point. Are there any pets in the house other than the dog that you said you have killed?
Yes, there's a dog locked in her crate, and there are 12 cats. Please make sure they do not.
Okay, so the dog's locked in the crate?
Her crate, yes.
Okay, I'm going to have officers there. Andrew.
I'm listening.
Okay, you are going to put your hands in the air and walk out of the house. Andrew, you need to exit the house with your hands up. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. Sorry for the delay. I was putting my shoes on. You want me to take the phone with me?
Yes, sir.
Antonio and Alice Balser had both been 47 years old when they were brutally murdered by their daughter, who was only weeks away from turning 18. During the attack, Balser spared the life of her older brother, 25-year-old Christopher Balser, who later asked the court to show no leniency during his sister's trial. In an interview, Christopher described the scene, part of which involved him pleading for his life.
So, I heard a commotion upstairs. I went to check, and I saw my father lying on his back in a pool of his own blood, breathing very slowly, and my brother standing over him with a knife. He was just holding it in his offhand there. I said, okay, it's not your day. I'm going to call the police. So he picks up the phone, calls the police, heads upstairs. I don't follow him. I'm not right behind him, but I go upstairs as well. And at that point, all I can think of is get out of there. You've been given a free pass. Get out while you can. So he has my dad's firearm, a 38 semi-automatic handgun. And so I'm like, okay, I can't run faster than that. So I asked him, it's like, can I just leave? Can I just run? And he said, yeah, sure. So I opened the garage door, hit the garage door opener. Didn't actually wait for it to open all the way, wailed my head on the door on the way out.
The killer admitted to stabbing Alice 9 times in the back while hugging her, and then stabbing her father a dozen times in the kitchen when he woke up to his wife's blood-curdling screams. The killer also admitted to murdering the family chihuahua because it wouldn't stop barking. Before the harrowing murders committed by the 17-year-old transgender teen confessed to murdering her parents and dog in the early hours of Halloween Day, Andrea had reportedly no criminal history. She had even been described as a model student by Gary Rosenthal, superintendent of Winthrop High School, who told reporters that he saw Andrea as a good kid who was academically superior. According to authorities, the teenager claimed that she had stabbed her parents to death because they did not accept her through her transition. I couldn't be as flamboyant as I wanted. I couldn't dress the way I wanted, Dr. Deborah Bader, Maine's chief forensic psychiatrist, quoted Balser in court. Balser had reportedly told her about her reported conflict with her parents. In a jailhouse interview before the sentencing, she talks about her parents' reaction.
The thing is, I did share it with them when I was about 3 or 4 years old, and it was kind of quickly beaten out of me, you know? I don't know, I told them what I wanted to be, you know? I question my identity. It's more of a recent thing that I question it. When I was younger, I knew exactly who I wanted to be. I wanted to grow up and be a woman there. But when I told my mother that, she told my father, and then the both of them kind of, sat me down, told me no, and kind of physically forced into me that was not something that was acceptable.
In the same interview, Andrea claims that her mother. She told the interviewers it started with kisses and hugs, that her mother was overly affectionate, and it then escalated from there. The teen said it continued until she was about 16. The killer also revealed what allegedly led to the stabbing for the first time.
As the, interview and everything will show, my mother had hugged me. Mm-hmm. And I had not told anyone what she had actually said to me. She hugged me and she whispered into my ear, "Do you want me to make everything better?" Mm-hmm. And that just kind of, I think that was, the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, because I must have been having a nightmare of, all the things that had happened to me up till then, and I don't remember before most of it happened.
Balser said her father was always mentally abusive, recalling an incident on her 16th birthday in particular.
16th birthday.
Okay.
My brother had gone downstairs because he lived in the basement, and my mother had gone to bed, and I was just sitting on the couch. My father was in his recliner, and he leaned over and he picked up his gun there. I didn't think nothing of it because he usually messes with his guns or puts them away, takes them out, whatever. But he stands up and walks over to me. So I think that's a little weird. I then look at him and he points the gun to my chest, pulls back the hammer, and pulls the trigger. The gun was unloaded, but I did not know that at the time. So the gun goes clack, and then he just laughs and says, "Happy."
However, her uncle, Carl Pierce, disputed this claim, telling police that there was no hatred. There was no malice, there was no ill will. There was resignation to be sure, but ultimately there was acceptance. To justify these killings because of sexual identity or gender dysphoria beliefs is a truly cowardly act. During her statement in court, Andrea, like her brother, asked the courts to show no leniency. She said, "I'm here today to ask for one more thing. That is for the forgiveness of my family. I don't blame them for this because I have caused them such great pain. They believe I have no remorse for what happened." The teen said that there is nothing she could do to explain to family and friends how she feels about what she did. Through tears, she went on to say, "I made a terrible mistake, one that cost the life of the two people who made me and raised me. Though no one may believe me, I am truly sorry for what I have done. I killed my parents." Andrea Balser was arrested and in 2018 was tried as an adult, where she took a plea deal to avoid a life sentence. During the emotional 3.5-hour trial, family and friends spoke of how the death of Antonio and Alice affected their lives. Survivor Christopher Balser said, "I just want this to be over. 2 years ago, my entire support system was destroyed. Justice cannot be served by what happens today. I want you to do all that's possible to put this dangerous person away from society." Andrea was sentenced at the Capitol Judicial Center to 40 years in prison on 2 intentional or knowing murder counts and 1 count of aggravated cruelty to animals. She was placed in a male prison. 52-year-old Pierce, brother of Alice Balser, asked the court to protect society from Andrea, whom he described as dangerous. Society needs to know why kids like her do things like this. She needs to search deep into her soul to provide us answers about what happened. Workers and colleagues of Alice Balser from the Winthrop Veterinary Hospital emotionally expressed their devastation by the murders and their sadness for the woman that they described as loving, accepting, understanding, and generous. She was devoted to her children. Only her grandfather, 83-year-old Arthur Pierce, expressed support for Balser and paid for her defense with the money intended to send her to Maine Maritime Academy to study marine biology. A former school superintendent, the elderly man talked about her intelligence and academic achievements. While incarcerated, Andrea Balser earned a high school equivalency diploma. It was just before 6 in the evening on May 6, 2013, when Charles Ramsey heard a woman's screams for help. He heeded the call, helping Amanda Berry, who had been missing for over 10 years, escape her captor's lair.
Cleveland 911 police, ambulance to fire.
Hey, check this out. I just came from McDonald's, right? So I'm on my porch eating my little food, right? This broad is trying to break out the house next door to me. So there's a bunch of people on the street right now. So we like, well, what's wrong with you? What's the problem? She like, this kidnapped me and my daughter, and we've been in this. She said her name is Linda Berry. I don't know who the is. I just moved over here, bro.
Sir, you know what I mean? Sir, you have to calm down and slow down. Is she still in the street?
Seymour Avenue.
Is she still in the street, or where did she go?
Yeah, I'm looking at her. She right now. She calling y'all. She on another phone.
Is she black, white, or Hispanic?
She white, but the baby look Hispanic.
Okay, what is she wearing?
White tank top, light blue sweatpants. Like a white beater.
Do you know the address next door that she said she was in?
Yeah, 2207. I'm looking at it.
Okay, I thought that was your address. So that house.
No, I'm smarter than that, bro. I'm telling you where the crime was.
Okay, look, sir, we can't talk at the same time. Do you want to leave your name and number? Or your name and number?
Charles Ramsey, R-A-M-S-E-Y.
What's the phone number? Are the people she said that did this, do you know if they're still in the house?
I don't have a clue, bro. I just said I came from McDonald's.
Can you ask her if she needs an ambulance?
You need an ambulance? Or what? She needs everything. She's in a panic, bro. I guess she's been kidnapped, so, put yourself in her shoes.
We'll send the police out. Thank you.
There you go.
Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, Michelle Knight had all been kidnapped as young girls and held captive. According to police reports, the 3 girls had all been tied up, and Berry had managed to escape, finding her way to the front door and screaming for help. That was when Ramsey heard her screams and managed to help her to escape. When police arrived at Ramsey's house, Berry told them about the other 2 girls, and detectives were quick to break into the home and rescue them, rushing all 3 to the hospital for their medical needs to be evaluated. Neighbors cheered and celebrated the return of the 3 women who disappeared as girls. There was sadly one person missing from the celebrations, Berry's mother, who, many believe, died of a broken heart after her daughter had disappeared. 52-year-old Ariel Castro, along with his 50-year-old and 54-year-old brothers, were arrested in connection with the kidnappings after Amanda Berry had identified them as her kidnapper. It was confirmed that he did indeed live in the home. Amanda, who had been kidnapped at the age of 16 in 2003 on her way home from working at Burger King, kept a journal of her horrific decade in hell. In it, she recounts how all 3 girls had been victims of rape, sometimes up to 5 times a day. They also often suffered from starvation and were deprived of fresh air and sunshine for over a decade. The girls were kept in chains all the time, and Castro cruelly told the girls about their families looking for them in the outside world, a world they were kept from. Castro, who had been held on a $2 million bond, pled guilty to over 900 counts of kidnapping and aggravated murder as part of the plea bargain. He was sentenced to life plus 1,000 years without the possibility of parole.
Michael B. Lancaster could barely speak to the operator when he called 911 in February 2016. Olivia Stoll. Lancaster said he didn't know the gun was loaded.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Ridge Road, Brooklyn, Ohio.
Okay, you got to tell me that address again. I can't understand you.
86 Ridge Road.
Okay. Is it a single house or an apartment?
It's an apartment. I need to fast. I need to go fast. Please.
What
please,
apartment?
Turn your head sideways. Turn your head sideways.
All right, what apartment are you in?
I'm in apartment 2.
Okay, and what's going on?
I have a gun and I didn't know that it was loaded and I shot it and it pointed at my friend.
You shot your friend?
Please, I need your help so bad. Oh, please come quick. Please come quick. I can't hold this. I can't hold this.
How old is your...
It's not blood and she's breathing. But
where did you shoot her at?
What?
Where did you shoot her at?
Like in the lower, upper chest. No, like right under her boobs.
In her chest?
Yes. Yes, breathe.
Okay, is she breathing?
Breathe, listen to my voice. Yes. She's breathing. Just keep breathing. She just stopped breathing. What do I do?
Okay, hold on. You're with her right now? Is she?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 18.
18?
Listen to me. Stay with me. Breathe.
Right.
Focus on breathing.
Is she awake?
Yes, I see her eyes. Focus on breathing. Focus on breathing, okay?
Is she breathing?
Yes, she's still breathing right now. Please, I need help so bad. I need help so bad.
We got him on the way there. Okay, hold on.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's all right. Okay.
I don't care if I go to jail. I just need you to save her.
Okay, it's all right.
Please hurry, please hurry,
all right,
please hurry.
where's the bleeding? Is it serious bleeding right now?
No, not bleeding really bad. I don't know if she's flipped on her back. I can't see her back.
Okay.
There's blood coming from her back, though. It looks like a through and through, though.
Okay, through and through?
Yes.
Okay. All right, did you only shoot her once?
Focus on breathing. Focus on breathing. What?
Is she only shot once?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I flip her over? I don't know.
Oh, no.
Keep your mouth open.
Okay.
Focus on breathing.
They're on the way, okay? All right.
Hold on. I need them now. They need to come now.
I'm going to tell you how to try and stop the bleeding, okay?
I have my hand over it, but there's not really much coming from the front.
Okay. It's more on the back?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Do you have a clean towel?
Kinda, yeah. Should I put it under her?
Okay, I just want you to press down firmly on the wound, okay?
On the top of it?
If it's coming more from the back, then try and put it underneath her. If you can, slide her to the side and put it underneath.
Hey, focus on breathing. Listen to my voice. Is
she still responding
I'm here for
to you?
Huh?
Is she talking to you?
No, she's gargling a little.
Where's the gun at right now?
I don't know, on the bed somewhere, I think. I didn't really touch anything. I was just trying to help her.
Okay. All right. Is she breathing?
No, she's slow breath. Very slow breath. Lots of time in between them.
Okay. All right. I want you to lay her flat on her back, okay?
She is flat on her back.
Okay. All right. Can you tell...
Olivia, listen to me. Breathe.
All right.
She sounds like she's got water in her mouth or something.
Okay, like she might be like she's choking on the blood.
Yeah, she kind of threw up though. So there's no blood coming out of her mouth, but it looks like she threw up.
Okay.
Stay with me, Olivia.
Right,
stay with me.
Okay. Can you clean out her mouth and nose? Do you have another towel? You can just try and clean it out.
I'm trying. I think I hear them.
Yeah, I'll let you tell me when they're right with you, okay?
Hey, breathe.
What's your name?
My name's Michael.
Michael,
She's not breathing anymore.
She stopped breathing?
She's not breathing anymore.
Okay, all right, tilt your head back, okay?
To the side? Backwards? I'm there. At the front or the back? What do I do? I'm right here.
The 18-year-old victim was taken to hospital but was pronounced dead soon after. Meanwhile, the shooter was taken into custody and charged with murder, felonious assault, reckless homicide, involuntary manslaughter, and aggravated menacing in the killing of Olivia Stoll. His lawyer said he was under suicide watch while in custody and needed to be released on bail. Speaking of the tragic day, their neighbor, Robert Siddall, said Lancaster had recently moved in and he had never seen a woman at the apartment. Siddall's wife had reportedly heard more than one gunshot, originally thinking they'd dropped furniture. While describing the crime scene, he said they only realized what had happened when police rushed the building. The neighbor recalled how emergency crews took the victim outside the apartment and tried to save her life while the accused was on his knees screaming that he was sorry and didn't mean to shoot her. The gunfire appeared to be a prank gone wrong, with Lancaster's attorney painting the two out to be a loving young couple. Defense attorney Stephen McGowan told Parma Municipal Court that the pair had not been fighting, drinking, or taking drugs. He claims that they were about to paint a room together when Lancaster put the gun against Stoll's back and pulled the trigger. Expecting it to make a clicking sound, he had taken out the gun's magazine but left a bullet in the chamber. However, in a shocking turn of events, the victim's family vehemently denied the relationship and was adamant the shooting was no accident. The teen's mother, Sarah Jordan Stoll, said they never even lived together. She also accused Lancaster of only thinking of himself by not taking a plea deal at the beginning of the case. Barely able to speak during the sentencing, Jordan Stoll addressed her daughter's killer.
She was only 18 for a short time before she had her life taken from her. She dreamed of being an artist and a preschool teacher because she loved little children. I never expected that she would die so young, or that the person who took her life would be someone she knew. I never thought anyone that knew of you would ever think of hurting her.
Before the judge handed down the sentence, the Brooklyn man reiterated that he never meant for the incident to happen. Fighting back the tears, he told the courtroom he was truly sorry. After pleading guilty to reckless homicide, Lancaster was sentenced to 3 years and 9 months in prison. He will also have 3 years of probation after being released. While handing down the sentence, Common Pleas Judge Dick Ambrose referred to the killer's attempt to scare 18-year-old Olivia Stoll as stupid and idiotic. Although the Stoll family had a GoFundMe page live after the teen's death, it has since been closed and has no updates. In a call to 911 in May 2018, an Oakwood grandfather bluntly told the operator he had shot his grandson in the chest. 73-year-old William R. Miller II sounded annoyed during the call while his wife was screaming in disbelief in the background.
911.
I just shot a little son of a bitch in my house.
You did what?
I just shot somebody.
You shot someone?
Yes, I did.
Where are you at?
15648 Road 1037.
Okay, why did you shoot someone?
I told him to get the out of my house and he didn't leave.
Who is it to you?
What?
Who is he to you?
He's my wife's grandson.
Your wife's grandson?
I need an ambulance.
Okay, is he alive? Is he breathing?
Yeah. You get her. I need
okay,
an ambulance.
Where did you shoot him at?
Huh? I don't know. I shot him in the chest, I think.
You shot him in the chest?
Yes.
Okay. Did you shoot him with a shotgun or a pistol?
A pistol.
Okay. What's your name?
William Miller.
William Miller?
Yeah.
Okay, was he being aggressive or anything to you, William?
Yeah.
Okay, what was he doing to you?
I told him to get the out of my house. I didn't want him here. He wasn't welcome here. To get out.
Okay.
And he refused to leave, so I shot his sorry little.
What is his name?
Evan Holcomb.
Evan Hold'em?
Holcomb.
Holcomb?
Will you please send an ambulance?
Yep,
Did I tell you all this?
William, we're sending one. My other dispatcher is encoding them right now, okay?
All right.
I have deputies en route too. I just need you to stay on the line for me until they get there, okay?
What?
I just need you to stay on the phone with me. Do you guys... Is he bleeding? Okay, William, I understand. I'm concerned about him right now. Is he bleeding?
Oh, hold on a second. You
Here,
talk to my wife.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hello. Okay, ma'am, hi.
Yes.
Is he breathing? Is he still alive?
He's just making moaning sound.
Okay, do you see where the gunshot is on his chest?
I can't move when he's on his, like his hands and knees curled up.
Okay, he's curled up.
Please, send somebody.
Okay, yep, we are. We have ambulance en route and we have deputies en route. I just need some more information from you guys, okay? I'm really sorry that this happened. We just need some information, okay?
Oh my God.
What kind of gun? Is it a revolver?
I don't know. I'm handicapped. I was in the bathroom.
Okay. What's your name, ma'am?
Deborah Miller.
Deborah Miller? Okay.
Yes. Oh my God.
Okay. I know, Deborah. I'm really sorry. Did you?
Oh. What?
Can you let William know that when the deputies get there, he needs to follow the deputies' instructions very carefully, okay? Because this is a really serious matter. They are going to come with...
It's ready to moan.
Okay. You can't get him to see where the wound is to maybe stop the bleeding.
And I can't see. It's too big.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm handicapped.
I understand. I understand.
I gotta find a chair.
I understand.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, you're fine.
Crystal! You gotta come here! Oh my God! Oh my God!
You still there, Deborah?
Wait. Hold on, I'm gonna give my granddaughter to you.
Okay, how many people...
Calm down, you gotta talk to her.
Deborah? Hi, honey. Where's William? Where's William at?
I don't know where he went.
Did he go outside?
I think so.
Okay, is there a vehicle on the property that he can leave with?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, do you know what that vehicle is?
It's a white Buick.
White Buick? Okay.
It has a lift on the back for like a wheelchair.
Lift on the back? Okay, did he say anything about leaving or anything?
No, I don't know if he even left. I don't.
Okay, that's okay. I know. What's your name, sweetie? Crystal.
He didn't leave.
Okay. Crystal, can you please do me a favor and can you please just let William know that when the deputies get there, he needs to follow the deputies' instructions very carefully, okay?
Okay, hold on.
Because they're gonna come. It's a very serious matter, and he needs to follow their instructions so no one else gets hurt.
They said that you have to follow their instructions very carefully too. You have to follow them step by step when they get here.
I know it's really scary. Crystal, do you know if he still has the gun? Do you know if he still has it or if he got rid of the gun?
Where's the gun at? Where's the gun at? It's in the bedroom.
It's in the bedroom. Is it unload? Did he unload it?
I have no idea, but he's not gonna shoot anybody.
Okay. Is he wanting to harm himself? Is William okay? He doesn't want to harm himself?
He's fine. I think he knows he must.
Okay. All right.
Normal. He wouldn't leave. He wouldn't get out of the house.
Okay. I understand. Is there anyone else in the house besides you and your grandma and William?
No, I think my cousins are on the way. My grandma told me to call them.
Okay. All right. Hold on for me, Crystal. I'm going to talk to my units real quick, okay? Just don't hang up. 6300 to all units. William is aware that he needs to follow your instructions. He has put the gun away in the bedroom, and he did say he is not wanting to harm anyone else. He knows he messed up. Okay, Crystal, when the deputies get there, I am going to have you give the phone to William, if you can let him know that, so that way I can let him know the instructions of what the deputies want him to do, okay?
Okay.
Can you let him know that for me, please?
Yeah, so when they get here, you want me to give the phone to him?
Yep, if you would like. Yep.
After this is all over, can I have somebody come and pick me up, please?
Crystal, if you want to, when you give the phone to William, do you have your own cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay, honey, they're probably going to want you to stay there for right now just so they can get your version of the story, okay? I know that's going to be really hard to do right now, but yep, they're probably going to want to talk to everybody. Can you see Evan? Do you know what's going on with Evan right now?
My grandpa shot him. I'm not sure if he shot him in the living room or the kitchen, but he fell on the floor.
Okay. Your grandma said she's handicapped and isn't able to check on Evan, and if you're not comfortable doing that, I don't want you to do that.
I know he's dead. She's in the kitchen next to him on the chair, and he stopped talking a long time ago.
Okay, Evan hasn't talked or anything?
No, my grandma, I think, budged him or tried to move him, but he's not breathing.
Okay, he's not breathing? You noticed that?
My grandma said he wasn't.
Okay, all right.
I'm in the backyard right now.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, you can stay back there. That's fine.
Hello.
Hi, William?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to just keep the phone until the deputies get there, I think is what they're going to have you do, just so that way nobody else gets hurt, is they're just going to have you go to the front door, and then when I tell you, you can open the door and meet the deputies with your hands in the air, okay?
I'm sitting out in the garage having a cigarette.
Okay, that's fine for right now. We just, we don't want anybody else getting hurt or anything, so as soon as they get there, and I'll let you know, and we can have you go out.
Oh, they're here.
Okay, you see them. Okay. Don't.
Hold on a second.
Okay. William, Gary, Deputy Dietrich said to go ahead and come out of the garage with your hands up, okay? You can leave the cell phone in your hand. Just put your hands up so they can see, okay?
The Paulding County Sheriff's Office arrested William Miller II after shooting 19-year-old Evan Holcomb in the chest. Sadly, Holcomb was dead when deputies arrived. The teen lived with his grandparents and another young female relative, who can be heard speaking to the dispatcher briefly. It's unclear whether they are siblings, but she was identified as Miller's granddaughter. She told investigators she heard the two arguing, followed by 2 gunshots, which follows the accused's statement to deputies that he had fired a warning shot in the ceiling before shooting Holcomb. Unfortunately, the events leading up to the shooting will never be clear, as William Miller died in October 2018 while facing a charge of aggravated murder. Officials say Miller had been transferred to a psychiatric hospital after being booked in jail in May, where he stayed until September 15th. At that point, he was transferred to another hospital for health issues, ultimately leading to his death. There has been much debate online surrounding the incident, with some people believing the grandfather had dementia and didn't recognize his grandchild. However, there has been no evidence to support this.
At about 11:20 p.m. on April 14, 2011, an employee sleeping at Sharp's outdoor power equipment in Georgetown woke up to glass breaking. He grabbed his legally owned .357 Magnum revolver. The worker saw James Stapleton, a repeat felon who had killed a man in Georgia, carrying several chainsaws. The employee then confronted the suspect at gunpoint and commanded him to stop. Stapleton shifted both saws to his left shoulder while reaching with his right hand for something in his waistband. The victim feared for his life and fired his handgun once, striking the suspect. After finding a second suspect, the man called 911.
911, what are you reporting? Yes, I just shot someone in my business, Seattle, Washington, at Sharp's Outdoor Power. Okay, and who did you shoot? I don't know. There's another one. I got a gun on him. Was somebody trying to break in? They broke in the door and was taking stuff out the door. Okay. Hang on a minute.
Radio.
Radio, this is shoplifters that came inside the business. Do not move. The owner has them at gunpoint. He did shoot one.
He
shot a shoplifter.
All right.
One is down. One is being held at gunpoint.
Okay, what's the store there?
It's the Sharp's Outdoor. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sharp Shop Inc. Sharp Outdoor Power.
Sharp Outdoor Power. What's your street address?
It's in. There's a truck in the driveway. Pull right up in front of the truck. They broke in the door, and I'll keep the guy at gunpoint. I'm standing here in my underwear.
All right. So is the other guy bleeding?
He's not moving. Yes, he's bleeding.
No, bleeding.
Yes.
He is. Okay.
God.
All right, I'm going to get the medics on the line, sir, and we're going to get somebody there for you.
All right, this other guy's begging to look. I'm not letting him move.
Okay.
All right.
Hang on. Don't hang up yet.
All right.
All right, and let me get the medics on the line real quick. Hang on.
So they broke in your front door?
Yes, they busted in the front door.
All right.
And I come out. Well, I'll explain to you whatever you
Okay,
can
what
hear.
kind of gun do you have?
A .357 Magnum.
All right, revolver?
Yes.
Okay.
Lay down. Lay down.
We do have police in the area, and they should be there any minute. If you don't mind staying on the phone with me,
No,
you're doing a great job here. We're almost there.
I've never shot nobody.
I know. Well, they could have easily gone the other way, so...
I thought it was. I told him not to move.
Yeah, I understand. Well, we've got police in the area, and they should be getting there any minute, so...
All right.
In case this guy runs or in case something else...
He's not going to run. I got him on the floor.
Okay. I'm just saying, I want you to stay on the phone until we get the police there, just so to make sure, in case he runs out or something happens. So.
The police are pulling up now.
Okay. As soon as you see them there and they see you, you can hang up the phone with me.
Okay. I'll wait till I see him.
Yeah.
Do you own that white truck?
No. The robbers do.
Oh, that's theirs. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I got to call my boss.
Well, let's get this resolved first.
Yeah.
All right. I got to get some clothes on.
Okay, the officers are probably going to be coming in the door.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can you put that revolver in a pocket or something, or a holster?
It's down.
All right.
There's a dog with him.
Yeah.
Come on in. I want me to hang up.
No, not yet.
The gun is down. I didn't know what else to do.
You know what? Like I said, it could have easily gone the other way. You don't know if they,
Yeah, I told him not to move, and he started reaching into his pocket for something, throwing one of the things down, and I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, I understand.
My God.
So do they have those two in handcuffs now?
They got one of them outside. The other one's not moving. I don't think he's even breathing.
Okay.
I can need to step out.
Are they asking you to come out?
Yes, they're asking me to come out.
Okay.
After firing, the man heard a loud noise to his right and saw a second intruder standing near several saws. At the employee's insistence, that man knelt on the floor, where he remained until the police arrived. The second suspect, Andrew Sidden, was also a repeat felon with a history of theft in Florida and Hawaii, drugs in California, and driving violations in Idaho. Sidden begged to be able to check on his accomplice, but the burglary victim, who was still in his underwear and fearing for his life, didn't let him move. Police arrived roughly 4 minutes after the victim reached the 911 dispatcher, and she comforted him as the situation unfolded. His voice shook as he explained he'd never shot anyone before. Although the first suspect, James Stapleton, died at the scene, the act was considered self-defense, and the man was never charged, which is why the employee remains anonymous. The business had been the target of 6 prior burglaries. On August 30th, 2011, Sidden admitted his role in the burglary, writing in court documents that he broke into the building at 5931 4th Avenue South with the intent to commit the crime of theft of saws. Although the burglar admitted to participating, he claimed it was Stapleton's idea. After he pleaded guilty as charged, Sidden faced 1.5 to 2 years in prison, and a court order prohibits him from contacting the burglary victim and power equipment business. Just 2 weeks before he was supposed to move out, Scott Ferguson made a call to 911. On the morning of September 14, 2014, police were called to Susan Elko's residential building, where they found her stabbed to death. According to investigators, a domestic dispute ensued between the pair, which led to the attack.
Calgary Police, what's the address of the emergency?
Well, actually, I need to be picked up by the police. I'm at Southwest and Street, Southwest at 7-Eleven. I'll wait here.
Our police? Yes. He initially indicated to me that he stabbed his girlfriend to death.
No, I stabbed my girlfriend to death. I killed her. And I want to be picked up by the police.
Okay, sir, what is your name?
My name's Scott Ferguson.
Scott Ferguson?
Yeah. At 7-Eleven, I'll wait. Okay?
Okay, Scott, now you stay on the phone with me.
I'm not staying on the phone. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to wait for them to come pick me up.
Yeah, no, I need you to stay on the phone.
Okay,
The pair began arguing as they fished along the Elbow River near Elko's Holy Cross Lane home. When they returned to her apartment, the fight turned physical, ending when Fergus stabbed Elko 10 times in the neck with a knife she'd given him as a birthday gift. He alleged that the woman grabbed the weapon, and he tried to defend himself by saying, "We just kind of rolled in a ball and I'm on top of her and she was bleeding underneath me." The couple had a history of a volatile and sometimes violent relationship. They began dating in 2013, about a year before Elko's death. At the time of her death, the 39-year-old victim worked as a part-time server downtown, and the 24-year-old attacker worked as a roofer. After the stabbing, firefighters searched the Elbow River to help Calgary police look for evidence. Ferguson was initially charged with second-degree murder for killing Elko. Crown prosecutor Jonathan Hack described their relationship as tumultuous, saying the couple argued often and broke up multiple times. According to Hack, one of the contentious points was how much money Ferguson spent on his cocaine habit, which left Elko to pay their living expenses. The Crown prosecutor also said the victim had planned to break up with her attacker for good and had told friends she was excited to be done with him. The jury was shown CCTV footage of Elko and Ferguson in the parkade of the Southwest condo on the day of the murder. Just a few hours later, the couple is seen leaving the building carrying fishing rods, and the video also captured them when they returned home just after 11 a.m. After the incident, the man left the apartment, threw the knife in the river, and drove to his boss's house where he dropped off his work truck before walking over to a nearby 7-Eleven to call the police from a payphone. He allegedly told his boss that he had just killed his girlfriend, that he was sorry, and he would turn himself in. In his interrogation video, detectives questioned whether Ferguson acted in self-defense.
She was going to stab me.
She was yelling she was going to stab you?
No, she was going to.
She was going to. So she was running towards you with the knife?
It's never gotten this bad before, though. It's just progressively getting worse over the last couple months. We've just been fighting. And at the point she was yelling at me in front of my friends.
Okay.
After wresting a knife from his girlfriend and stabbing her in the neck, the accused said there was blood everywhere and Susan Elko died in his hands. After a 6-day trial in March, jurors returned with a manslaughter verdict. The killer was handed an 8-year sentence but was given credit for time served and will spend about 4 years behind bars. Right before his sentencing, Ferguson apologized to his former girlfriend's family. He said, "I'm sorry from the depths of my heart for the intense heartache I caused the Elko family. I don't expect forgiveness because I'll never forgive myself. I hope and pray one day the people affected by this can find some degree of peace." Susan Elko is remembered as a kind sister and daughter who still called her mother Mommy and sent care packages to sick family members. While the family did not attend the court proceedings, 5 victim impact statements were read in court, including one written by her mother, Della Elko. It read as follows: "Susie so loved the family as we so loved her. I have never been the same person I was before." Stephen Port, aka the Grinder Killer, murdered at least 4 gay men by overdosing them with lethal doses of the date drug GHB. The police investigation has been heavily criticized, some claiming that police could have stopped the killer earlier.
The ambulance, what's the address of the emergency?
Cook Street. There's a young boy who got his cups outside. I don't know.
Outside of which number?
4758.
Sorry?
4758, I think.
47, Cook Street.
Yeah.
What area?
Barking. It looks like he's collapsed or had a seizure or something. Just always just drunk. But yeah.
What's the telephone number you're calling from?
I'm just pulled up in the car. I've got to get my car on the parking.
That's right, don't worry about that. What's the telephone number you're calling from? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, the ambulance service. Well, I can't get there. Just confirm the location.
Oh, I'm just doing it right now.
Where was it that they were outside of?
Cook Street.
What's your number?
I don't know, I didn't look.
You said 47 before.
Yeah, yeah, what's 47? Yeah.
Do you think that they had a seizure? Is that correct?
It's lying on the floor. Yeah. Yeah.
So were you passing by in your car?
Yes.
Okay, and you've drove past now. You're no longer there.
That's right.
How old did he look roughly, sir?
20.
20. Do you know if he was awake?
No.
Do you know if he was breathing?
No, I don't know.
Did you see anything happen at all?
No.
No. You just think that he possibly had a seizure. He was lying there on the floor.
Yes.
Thanks for letting us know. We'll get someone there as soon as we can.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh.
Hello, sir. It's the ambulance service. Sorry to bother you again. It was definitely Cook Street that the patient was on.
Yes, definitely. Yes,
Yeah.
I passed in hands. It was Cook Street.
Okay, and were you just kind of driving past and you just kind of saw the patient lying there?
I was just driving at my car park.
Oh, into your car park there?
So, the 994.
Okay.
I got out, I look at him.
Yeah.
Called you, but got back in the car.
Alright, no worries. Just wanted to be sure. We've got someone there anyway. Thank you for your help, sir. Sorry to bother you again.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, bye-bye.
A crime that shocked the nation and left the LGBT community of Britain shattered. Stephen Port drugged and raped 4 young gay men before murdering them and discarding their molested bodies in churchyards near his London flat between 2014 and 2015. Jack Taylor was found dead in September 2015, his body propped up against a wall of St. Margaret's Church in East London. It was only when this 4th victim was found that police were able to track down the killer who had lured his trusting victims to their demise using CCTV footage to identify the killer. But the tragic story of Jack Taylor was only the end to what began as a drug-fueled, perverse, and depraved addiction. The first victim was killed in June 2014. Local chef and art school dropout, Stephen Port, moved to Barking in East London in his 30s. He soon became friends with a neighbor, Ryan Edwards, who was also gay. It was no secret to Ryan that Port frequented many online dating sites. He created many profiles across various social media platforms, including Grindr, and also used profile photos that displayed images of himself from his younger days, and not the age that he really was. He made many false claims about himself. Port preferred younger men and struggled to get along with men his age. Ryan also noticed that the men Port had been seeing often had nothing nice to say about him, and some even seemed to be afraid of him. Port lived alone and did not have friends. He had no one to hold him accountable for his actions or behavior. And so, as one relationship came to an end, another began and was more violent and abusive than the one that came before. His life of drugs and violent behavior began to spiral out of control, and he began to embrace his depraved, perverse urges more and more. On the 15th of June, 2014, Port began communication with 23-year-old fashion student Anthony Walgate, whom he had met on an escort site. Port allegedly offered the student £800 to stay the night. Walgate agreed, and the two arranged to meet. As a precaution, Walgate texted his friends about his plans, but shockingly, 2 days later, he was found dead outside of Port's flat. An anonymous call made to 999 reported that a young male appeared to be unconscious or drunk outside of the apartment block where Port lived. The call had been made by the killer himself. When police arrived, they found that Walgate was dead, and his bag was beside him. In it was an empty bottle of GHB. It appeared that Walgate had died from an overdose. The harrowing news devastated the young man's mother. Friends of Anthony told detectives that he had arranged to meet up with a man the same night that he went missing. Authorities soon determined that it was the same man who contacted 999, Stephen Port. On June 26, 2014, Port was arrested and his laptop was seized. His DNA was also taken. According to Port, the victim had taken drugs and fallen asleep. He allegedly then left the 23-year-old in his flat, and upon returning home from work later that day, he was still asleep. He then told police that the following morning, Port was dead. He reportedly panicked and carried the body outside before calling 999. The investigators believed his story.
The killer had quite literally gotten away with murder. Authorities had missed their first opportunity to capture Port before he wreaked even more havoc on the gay community and go on to kill 3 more young men. Port was released on bail with a trial set for the 23rd of March 2015. Many people, including Peter, believe that had police probed the case further and searched his laptop or phone records, the search history and chats on them could have shown a spotlight on the man as a potential killer. Only 2 months later and still out on bail, Port was back on Grindr, where he began chatting with 22-year-old Slovakian Gabriel Kovari, who had only recently moved into the country. The aspiring artist moved in with Port. John, a friend of Gabriel, also came forward later on, stating that police had not done enough to investigate the death of his friend who had spent the summer with him. Ryan and Gabriel started texting until suddenly the messages stopped. Ryan questioned Port on Gabriel's whereabouts, but Port claimed to be unaware of where Gabriel had gone. On the 28th of August 2014, only 5 days after Gabriel had moved in with Port, his lifeless body was found in the graveyard of St. Margaret's Church, propped up against a wall by a dog walker. When police arrived, they found GHB in his bag and believed that he had died from a drug overdose. But what they didn't know was that it was at the hands of a killer that had managed to slip through their fingers before. Less than a month later, a third victim was found dead. On the 18th of September 2014, Daniel Whitworth, a local chef, met up with Port after meeting on an online dating site. 2 days later, the 21-year-old was dead. His lifeless body was shockingly found in the same graveyard by the same dog walker who found Kovari. The news broke the heart of Daniel's stepmother. Unbeknownst to authorities, Daniel had not committed suicide. He, too, had been a victim of a toxic amount of GHB, and Port had feigned a suicide note from Daniel in which he wrote that he had killed Gabriel 3 weeks before, and then placed his body in the same place as his previous victim. News of these deaths spread through the LGBT community like wildfire, and it became apparent, according to Peter Tatchell, human rights activist, that police did not release a public appeal or send out any information about an ongoing investigation. It was as if they were not connecting the cases, treating each as self-inflicted drug overdoses that were not suspicious at all. Port's murder spree came to a temporary halt when on the 23rd of March, 2015, he pleaded guilty to perverting the course of justice in the case of Anthony Walgate. He was sentenced to 8 months in prison but only served 2. He was released on the 4th of June and freed to kill again. On the 14th of September, almost 1 year since Port's first victim, the body of forklift driver Jack Taylor was found dead under the same circumstances as the 3 preceding victims. Only this time, the victim's family would not take "not suspicious" as an answer. It was thanks to their demands to view the CCTV footage found of Jack that finally led to the arrest and conviction of Stephen Port. After viewing the footage of the tall blonde stranger walking beside Jack was appealed to the public, and police received confirmation that the man was in fact Stephen Port. In October 2015, Port was arrested and charged with the murders of Jack Taylor and Anthony Walgate, Gabriel Kovari, and Daniel Whitworth. Port was interrogated about his search history, which includes searches like "boy drug raped," as well as videos found on his hard drive of Port having sex with unconscious men. Under questioning, Port confessed to meeting Whitworth at a sex party, but denied his involvement in his death as well as killing any of the young men in question. After his identity was made public, even more men came forward and reported being drugged and assaulted at Port's flat after they had met him online. Port faced 29 separate charges of assault, administering a substance with intent, as well as murder. The 41-year-old pleaded not guilty. A trial began where the families of the victims came face to face with the killer of their loved ones. Evidence proving that Port was the killer was presented in court, including findings of his DNA on Gabriel Kovari's glasses, as well as Daniel Whitworth's clothing. There was also the confirmation by experts that Daniel did not write the alleged suicide note. Ryan Edwards testified against his former neighbor during his trial. On the 23rd of November 2016, Port was charged with a total of 22 offenses against 11 men, including 4 murders, 4 assaults, as well as 10 counts of administering a substance with intent. He was taken to Belmarsh Prison, where he would remain for the rest of his life. A month before Port was sentenced, the Metropolitan Police referred themselves to the IPCC, who launched an independent investigation into 17 officers who handled the response to the 4 deaths. Police began to re-examine 58 unexplained deaths that also involved the date drug since Port's arrest. The next collection of calls play a part in a homicide case that has captured the world's attention. A man driving in the city of Moab, Utah, saw a young couple in a domestic dispute. When the male hit the female, the concerned citizen dialed 911. It was August 12, 2021. Although he didn't know it at the time, the Good Samaritan had just seen 2 people the whole country would soon be looking for: Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie.
Grant County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Or Hispanic male with a
Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with a white van, Florida license plate, white land, gentleman,
Where's
about
it at?
5'6" beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what'd you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Okay, you said it's a white van?
White van. I can give you the license plate if you give me 1 sec. I took a picture of it.
What kind of white van? Like a big one?
It was a smaller van with the license plate of, it was white, Florida license plate QFT G03. It was, the make was a Ford, model was Transit, black ladder on the passenger side.
Black ladder, passenger side.
White Ford Transit.
White Ford Transit. Okay, what's your name? And where did they, so they turned, they headed south on Main Street from Moonflower Market?
Correct. They made the right turn.
Oh, so they went north.
North. Yeah, sorry, I'm not from around here.
Okay, you're right there by the post office?
Right across the street, yep.
Okay, and when they turned onto Main Street, they went right or left?
Right.
Right, so they went north. North on Main. All right, I will let somebody know. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
Thanks.
At 4:45 p.m., an officer stationed outside Arches National Park spotted the couple's white van driving erratically and pulled it over. As he approached the passenger side, he could see that 22-year-old Petito was in tears. When asked what was going on, she told him they had been fighting and apologized for distracting her boyfriend from driving. Through her tears, she continued to explain that it had been a stressful day and continued to shoulder the blame for Laundrie's behavior. When the officer then spoke to the 23-year-old, he also blamed Gabby. Noticing scratches on Laundrie's face and hands, police suggest they spend the night apart, which they did. An officer later described the incident as more of a mental health break than a domestic assault. The aspiring blogger was alone in Salt Lake City from August 17th through 23rd, while Brian returned to Florida to clear out a storage unit and pick up some items. During this time, Gabby uploaded her first and only video to her YouTube channel, Nomadic Static, on August 19th. The last time Joe Petito spoke to his daughter was on August 21st, when he ordered Uber Eats to be delivered to her. The day after Laundrie got back to Utah following the storage unit trip, the travelers continued to the next destination. Petito FaceTimed her mom as they headed for Grand Teton Park in Wyoming. The last time Nicole Schmidt heard her daughter's voice was on August 24th. In September, a woman from New Orleans told Fox News that she and her boyfriend saw the couple when they were having lunch in a restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Between 1 and 2 p.m., Nina Salee Angelo noticed a man having an argument with restaurant staff. She wasn't able to hear, but the disagreement seemed to be about money, and the man's body language was clearly aggressive. The young woman with him was visibly upset. The distressed couple left, but the diners then witnessed the young woman return to Mary Piglet's and apologize for the man's behavior. When the witness realized the couple was Laundrie and his missing girlfriend, she told Fox News that it gave her chills. Restaurant staff also identified the couple as Laundrie and Petito. This was the last time anyone other than Laundrie saw Gabby alive.
The last post to Gabby's Instagram made some people speculate that she hadn't posted it. It was published 2 days after her last confirmed sighting, but it didn't include the location, unlike her other posts. Around 6 p.m. on August 27th, YouTuber and travel blogger Jen Bethune drove past Petito's van parked on the side of the road at a campground in the park. The van stood out to Bethune because of its Florida plates. 2 days later, a woman announced on TikTok that she and her boyfriend encountered a man they believe was Laundrie on August 29th. Miranda Baker says Laundrie approached their vehicle around 5:30 p.m. at Coulter Bay Village and offered them $200 for a ride. He claimed to have been hiking in Grand Teton for days while his fiancée worked on her website back at their van. The man hopped in the back of their Jeep, but then freaked out when he realized they were going to drive along the I-191 to Jackson Hole and got out. Another woman, Norma Jean Jalovic, said she picked him up from here and took him to the Spread Creek campsite. The following day, Gabby's mom got a text that appeared to be from Gabby, but she had referred to her grandmother as Stan, which was something she had never done before. Her mother's intuition told her something wasn't right, so she tried calling but got no answer. Her calls to her daughter's boyfriend also went unanswered. Around this time, Laundrie drove the Ford Transit back to his parents' house and arrived on September 1st, but he was alone, and he used his fiancée's bank card to fund the unscheduled trip. Petito's parents kept calling Gabby, Brian, and his parents for the next 10 days, but were met with nothing but silence. The Daily Mail uncovered 2 calls that were made to North Point Police on September 10th in connection to the Laundrie home. Police records note problems settled by both calls. It hasn't been confirmed that these calls were made by Gabby's family, but her mother had to make more than one call to report Gabby missing. Nicole Schmidt was first told that she needed to file the report in the missing person's last known location. On September 11, 2021, Nicole Schmidt reported her daughter missing in her home state, New York, and the media picked up the story. Police seized the van but left the Laundrie residence without seeing or speaking to the missing woman's boyfriend. Over the following week, the Petitos and the Schmidts continuously begged the Laundries for help in finding their child. At this point, Laundrie hadn't been seen by anyone other than his parents and wasn't talking to the police. Then, on September 15th, he was named a person of interest in the case. Following this, Gabby's family wrote a letter to his parents, but this too went unanswered. The letter hasn't been publicly released. On September 17th, Chris and Roberta Laundrie told police they hadn't seen their son since September 14th when he allegedly went hiking in the Carlton Reserve. The 23-year-old was now a missing person of interest. The next day, police searched for him in the Carlton Reserve while the FBI looked for his girlfriend in Grand Teton National Park. On Sunday the 19th, police made the harrowing discovery of the body of a young woman. 2 days later, she was identified as Petito, and her death was classified as a homicide. The FBI searched the Laundrie family home the next day, and 3 days after that, a federal arrest warrant was issued for the missing hiker. However, Laundrie was still only wanted for using her bank card on his drive back to Florida, not her homicide. With the public already demanding answers from Chris and Roberta, Dog, the bounty hunter, showed up to their doorstep.
10-4 to 714, the female Roberta from that 1020 called it on 911.
What's happening?
The address of the call, 4343.
Nothing.
Whenever 10 North Broward was landline, what was that traffic?
We just had the female from that 1020 call in on 911, reference the situation with the male.
All right, 10-4. Yeah, it's, once you arrive or if you're already there and the occupants are requesting us to come up, just go ahead and go to the house and assist and just to keep the peace. But if they're not requesting us to come up, then just stay back and make sure that everything's good.
10-4, he's clear.
All right, 10-4, the main subject has already cleared the scene.
The reality TV star opened his own anonymous tip line and told Laundrie's parents he wanted to bring their kid home, alive. On the weekend, public memorial services for Petito were held in New York and Florida. At the service in Long Island, New York, her family shared memories of Gabby and celebrated her love of life with the many people whose lives she touched. In Florida, around 200 came together in a candlelit vigil. The Laundrie's attorney released a statement on Monday, September 27th, saying the parents didn't know where their son was. Petito's parents expressed further gratitude to everyone who helped and announced the start of a foundation in their daughter's name on Tuesday, September 28th. In honor of Gabby, who was a talented artist,
They each had gotten the tattoo she designed and had on her arm. Out of nowhere, a 911 call was made from North Carolina by a hiker who said she was 99.99% sure that she encountered Laundrie on the Appalachian Trail.
Haywood County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Well, I'm on the highway right now, but I ran into Brian Lauer just a little while ago.
Okay, where did you see him at?
I was at the parking lot for the Appalachian Trail on the north side of Great Smokestack.
Okay, can you tell me, like, was you at an overlook? Are you there?
Hello?
Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably going through the gorge. You lose service every now and then. So where did you see him at?
On Waterville Road.
Okay. And just on Waterville, or did you see him near a house? Could you see a mailbox?
He was driving a truck, and I stopped and talked to him.
Okay. Was he going up Waterville or back towards 40?
He was going away from 40.
Okay. What color truck?
It was a white truck. I think it was a Ford F-150. I'm not 100% sure of that. And it was kind of a newer model. It wasn't like an old beater. It was a newer truck.
Okay. And what makes you say that it was him?
Well, first off, I was making a U-turn and in the road, and he came up behind me and he slowed down and kind of flashed his lights, like telling me, "Oh, go ahead and go, and I'm going to wait for you." And as I turned around and I'm coming back by him, he's waving his arm out of his truck, like for me to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull up next to him. I'm getting ready to go through the tunnel here. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I stopped and I was,
I think I lost you.
and he was talking wild. He said that his girlfriend loved him and he had to go out to California to see her. And he was asking me how to get to California. And I said, "Well, you can get on I-40 right there and drive west and you'll get there." And he said, "No, I think I can go this way," and kind of left. But he was acting funny. And I wasn't sure about what he looked like. And then I went and parked and pulled up the photographs of him. And I'm 99.99% sure that was him.
After reporting the sighting, the hiker shared his disappointment in the FBI for not following up on his lead. In an interview with ABC News, the fugitive's sister, Cassie, spoke to the public on October 5th. She claimed to have no idea what had happened because her parents had also been ignoring her calls. The older sibling urged her parents to come clean if involved and told her missing brother to come forward. On the same day, there was news from the Laundries. Their attorney texted WFLA News to tell them that his clients believed they last saw their son a day earlier than they previously reported. On the night of October 11th, the Laundries were filmed removing white laundry baskets from their yard. Members of the public had left the baskets as a message for them to air their dirty laundry and reveal what they knew. On October 12th, it was announced that 22-year-old Gabby had been strangled to death. Gabby Petito's parents made the journey no parent should ever have to take and traveled to Wyoming on October 19th to collect their daughter's body. By now, Laundrie had been missing for a month. On October 20th, Chris and Roberta Laundrie led police to an area inside the Carlton Reserve near Myakkachi Creek. They had been inside the park less than 30 minutes when Mr. Laundrie left the path and, according to their attorney, stumbled upon his son's bag. Shortly after, police discovered bones and a human skull next to a backpack and notebook. The area where the remains and belongings were found had already been searched, but some parts had been underwater. On October 21st, 2021, the remains were positively identified as the missing fugitive via dental records. At the time of the making of this video, Laundrie's cause of death is still unknown. Spring break is meant to be a celebration period, and in March 2022, it was the first one since COVID rules were lifted. Over 570,000 students were expected to be on holiday at the same time.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. What? I'm so sorry.
What's the address, sir? Give me the address to the cross streets of where you are.
I'm getting it right now. Yeah, what's the address? I got it. I got it. All right. Yo, get him on the car, bro. No, you gotta go on up, bro. All right. Hey, ma'am, I'm about to give you the address right now. Please stay by. Please stand by.
Okay, just hang on.
I got it.
Are you guys at a business or are you at a residence? Where are you exactly?
We're at a house.
Okay, what's the address of the
Yo,
house?
get him in.
Okay, I got it. And that's in.
Wilton Manors, Florida.
Okay, got it. Skin line to me, sir. Don't hang up. Okay, is that a house or apartment?
This is a house.
And
This is
what's the phone
Airbnb.
number that you're calling from, sir?
This is my friend's phone. Yo, tell him the
Okay, that's okay. Go ahead. Verify the number. Tell me exactly what happened.
We took some coke and we're not getting good responses right now.
Okay, someone took coke and what's happening to him?
People are passing out.
How many
3 people passed out.
3 people are passing out?
Okay. Yeah, it's because they drank a lot. Like a lot.
Okay. All right, stay on. Don't hang up, okay?
Hello?
I'm letting them know. Just stay in line. Don't hang up, okay?
I'm not gonna hang up. I'm not.
Stay on the line with me. Do not hang up.
Okay. I'm on.
Are you with the patients, the people that are passing out, sir?
Yeah, we are with all of them.
Okay, just stay on the line with me. Do not hang up, okay? And I just want to verify. Are they all breathing, sir? Are they all breathing? Okay, you said they also have been drinking as well. Is that correct?
Yes, a lot. An enormous amount.
Drinking. An enormous amount. Right, stay on the line with me. Don't hang up. We already have a call in, okay?
Yeah. Please. Oh.
Yeah, they're coming. We've already got units on the way. Stay on the phone with me. Do not hang up. Hello? Line possibly disconnect.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I just called. They just told me not to hang up, and it hung up. I'm sorry. This is terrible. I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Okay, what's your name? Tell me exactly what happened. What's going on?
They're on their way. They did some coke, and they've been drinking heavily for the last couple days, and we're good. Okay, baby. Don't worry about it.
Stay on the phone with me, okay? Who is it that's...
I know, bro. We good.
You need to listen to me, okay? Because we have to get help on your way. Who's right now? Who's sick right now? Who's having troubles right now?
There are 3 people, and they are basically just passed out.
How many people are hurt or sick?
They 3 right now.
Okay, give me the age of.
They're here.
All right, are the paramedics there with you?
Excuse me?
Are the paramedics there with you right now?
Yeah, they just pulled up right now. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
Go ahead and talk to the paramedics.
All right, you got it, sir.
2 of the 6 spring breakers who overdosed met a dealer at Fort Lauderdale Beach the day before the overdoses. The dealer, saved as G Fort Lauderdale Plug in one of the victims' phones, was texting with one of the students from about 2 a.m. the morning of the party gone wrong. At 11:45 a.m., the dealer texted, "You still need an 8-ball, right?" and continued to message throughout the day. Shortly after 4:30 p.m., he sent a photo from the car's passenger seat and said, "Be outside." Witnesses say they saw a red car parked outside the vacation rental in the 800 block of Northwest 29th Court, and a man got out and exchanged money with 2 spring breakers for the drugs. The buyers then went inside and laid out 7 lines of cocaine for themselves and their friends. After they ingested the lines, witnesses said that they started to show signs they were overdosing. Just 11 minutes after Cassius's last text to the spring breaker he was communicating with, the 911 call came in. The caller said his military cadet friends were passing out after taking fentanyl-laced cocaine and drinking an enormous amount. When emergency personnel arrived, they found 7 people, including 6 West Point cadets on vacation from New York, overdosing on tainted drugs, 2 of whom were in critical condition. Paramedics used the opioid overdose reversing drug naloxone, also known as Narcan, on the patients. Officials say 4 college students staying at a vacation rental home in Wilton Manors ingested the drug and went into cardiac arrest. Their 2 friends fell ill after coming into contact with fentanyl by performing CPR on the patients. At least 2 students who overdosed were football players at the military academy in New York. A 7th individual, only identified as a woman, was later taken to the hospital and treated. It is unclear if she suffered from an overdose or what condition she was in. It is also unknown if she attended West Point with the other patients. According to local news, only 3 remained in the hospital. 2 were in critical condition and on ventilators. The other patient was said to be in stable condition. Neighbors in Wilton Manors told the Sun-Sentinel that the West Point cadets had been staying at the rental property for several days. 2 local residents said they have repeatedly complained to the vacation property managers about excessive noise and rowdy parties. Dana Fumosa, who lives a few doors down, spoke about the aftermath of the overdose, as did others.
I was really scared. I thought they weren't breathing. I couldn't see their chest moving, but it was really serious.
They seem like good kids, typical college kids, rowdy, having fun in the pool, but they don't deserve this.
2 days later, a suspect believed to be connected, 21-year-old Axel Giovanni Cassius, was arrested in Wilton Manors, Florida, for allegedly selling cocaine to an undercover officer. He was charged with 1 felony count of trafficking cocaine of less than 200 grams. The home was vacated by the renters the same evening. It remains unclear if the suspect was staying at the rental property with the spring breakers. Cassius was held at the Broward, Maine jail with bail set at $50,000. In May 2022, the Lauderhill man accused of selling the potentially lethal drugs was indicted on federal charges of 2 counts of distribution of a controlled substance and for selling $1,000 worth of cocaine to an undercover officer. The indictment says the charge stemming from the March 10th overdoses carries a higher possible penalty: life in prison with a minimum of 20 years. The maximum penalty for the second charge stemming from the undercover sale carries a maximum punishment of 20 years in prison. Each charge's maximum sentence carries a $1 million fine. The rise in overdose deaths linked to synthetic opioids like fentanyl jumped from nearly 10,000 in 2015 to almost 20,000 in 2016, surpassing common opioid painkillers and heroin for the first time. In 2017, drug overdoses killed more than 72,000 people in the U.S., a record driven by fentanyl. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says it's 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine and is used to treat severe pain. It only takes approximately 2 milligrams to be fatal. A parent's worst nightmare came true when their 3-year-old died at Little Miracles Academy Daycare Center in Florida. In heartbreaking 911 calls from August 2017, the child was found 12 hours after being left in a sweltering vehicle.
911 Alexis on a recorded line. What's the location of your emergency?
I need a paramedic, and I need police. The paramedic told me that anybody can put up.
Okay, what's the address where you need police?
Somebody right now.
Where?
Let me see. Around the corner of the American Academy. Daycare.
Okay, and is this a house, a business?
Oh, wait. So right now,
is this a house or a business?
The driver that was telling about. I'm performing that time of year. That's the kind of emergency that I need right now.
Okay, what's the name of the business?
Lake Medical Academy.
Lake what academy?
L-I-T-T-R, Lake Medical.
Okay, and it's in the van?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your name?
I don't give my name because I don't want to be able to do this. I'm about to go into a stroke right now.
Oh.
Just get somebody here.
Okay, we're going to get officers in an ambulance out there. What's your name again? Okay.
Oh, the name.
21-year-old Deborah St. Charles picked up Miles Hill at his home on the morning of August 7th and placed him on the driver's side rear bench before picking up 2 more children. She drove to Little Miracles Academy and parked, unloading what she presumed were all the children and bringing them into the center. The woman did not perform a head count, and the 3-year-old was marked present when he wasn't actually in class. Then St. Charles used the van to drive to another Little Miracles location and left it there, locking the car with Miles inside. By 3 p.m., the day's temperatures would have been up to 144 degrees Fahrenheit inside the van. Police were alerted to this situation when Miles's great-grandmother called the daycare to report the child had not been returned home. The boy's aunt, Barbara Livingston, said that when she asked daycare workers where her nephew was, they said he was gone. Livingston probed for more information, and the worker just pointed at the van. The driver was arrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child over the death. St. Charles was not listed as an approved driver at the center. A medical examiner ruled it an accident, listing the cause of death as hypothermia, as a result of unbearable environment exposure. In St. Charles's arrest report, officials cited negligence, adding that too many children were riding in the van, and an 11-year-old was sitting in the front passenger seat, violating Florida rules. Daycare owner Audrey Thornton begged the boy's family for forgiveness at an emotional press conference.
I want to apologize to Miles' grandmother, Yvette, Chanel, and the whole Banks family. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry, Yvette. I'm sorry, Chanel. I'm sorry for your loss. And I don't want y'all to be upset with me. And I loved Miles, and I took care of Miles since he was a baby. And if y'all can forgive me, I'm so sorry. Just give me a chance to come talk to you and explain to you what happened. And y'all know we friends and we close. And I just had to get myself together. And I apologize. Please, Vet, please, Granny, please, Chanel, and please, the Banks family, let me come, and I will come talk to you guys, and I will explain to you. I apologize, Granny. Please, Granny, please forgive me from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. Y'all know I loved all my kids at both locations. I took care of all my kids. I did what I could do to provide for them and teach them every day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss, Vic. And Granny, I'm sorry.
The Florida Department of Children and Families revoked the daycare center's operating license indefinitely and fined it $2,750. In March 2020, Deborah St. Charles was sentenced to 10 years of supervised probation after taking a plea deal the October before the sentencing. Myra Lassen of Fort Wayne reported a burglary to 911 on September 23, 2005. She informed dispatcher Katrina Mace that she was hiding her under her desk, and the emergency call operator stayed on the line with her as she awaited police response.
911, where's your emergency? Hello? Hello? This is 911. You have an emergency? Yes, I think somebody's breaking into my house, please. Okay, stay on the phone. Why do you think someone's trying to break into your house? I'm in the upstairs and they're breaking stuff downstairs. I know what's being broken. It sounds like glass, and I thought I heard maybe to a window. I don't know. You hear some glass being broken? I did. How long ago was that? A minute, 30 seconds. Okay, just stay on the phone. Just stay calm. I'm going to stay on the phone with you. Are you the only one in the house? I am. Okay, no children? No. You're in an upstairs apartment? I'm in the upstairs. I'm in a house. Sorry, I'm in the upstairs. In your bedroom? I'm under a desk in the office. Which area of the house did you hear the glass breaking? Kitchen. Oh, please hurry. Do you have any weapons in the house that anyone could use? No. Okay, I have several officers coming that way. Just stay calm. You're doing great. Have any indication that anybody else that you know will be trying to get into your house? Any ex-husbands, ex-boyfriends, anything like that? No, my husband's at work. Okay. Just stay on the phone. Did you hear anything else? I don't want to move. Okay, I don't want you to move. I just want to know if you hear anything else that we need to know about. I hear something. What do you hear now? I don't know. It's like I hear footsteps. I'm so far away, I can't tell. I can hear something. Okay, just stay calm. Just stay calm. Oh my God, they're coming upstairs. They're coming upstairs. Just stay where you're at. You can hear someone come upstairs? With flashlights, Amy? Just stay put where you're at. You don't have to say a word. They're behind you? They're behind her in her bed, in her room. Do you see them? They're in your face? Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. We are at your house. Do not say a word. Yep. See, they found the people, okay? Don't say a word. You're fine. Don't say a word. Just stay put. Stay where you're at. You still hear somebody in your house? Was it more than one voice? There were two. There was at least two. I don't know if they're chasing two. She's not sure if anybody's still in the house. We're chasing somebody, but I want you to stay put. Do not move. I'm sorry? The police are clearing the house. They're clearing the house, so you stay put. They've got your guns out and everything, so I want you to stay put. They're going to clear that whole house, make sure that nobody else is there. And when they're clearing the house and when they're done, they're going to let me know that they want you to step out. But stay where you're at, hon. You're doing all right. You're doing excellent. Wonderful job. I know this would be a very scary thing, but you're doing fine. Can I call her? Can I say something? Do they want her? Okay. You're with the officers, hon? Okay, you go ahead and talk to them. You did excellent. Okay? You're with the officers? He said he was going to check something. Okay, then I'll stay on the phone with you. You did fine. And once I hang up, I'm sure they'll let you call your husband and let him know what's going on. Take a deep breath. I don't want you to hyperventilate or anything. Take a deep breath and breathe. You're okay now. You're safe. We got officers in the house with you. You okay? Okay, take a deep breath. They got there just in time, didn't they? They were standing right there in front of you? At your feet, huh? Wow. Is the office that you're in, that's not your bedroom, right? No, I'm in the office. You were underneath the desk? Yes, in the office. And where were they at? Standing right in front of the desk, ready to grab the computer. Oh, okay. So you heard them say to get the computer? They were undoing it and everything? Yeah. And then what happened? They were going to have to get under the computer to do under the desk. Oh, okay. And then what happened? They heard something and they ran? I heard the cops. Yeah, for some reason they went out of the bedroom. I don't know why. I heard some guy say, I don't know what he said, but they walked out of the bedroom and then the cops followed. Okay. You did awesome. Oh, I know there's broken stuff downstairs. I don't know how they got in. I don't know what they did. That's okay. I mean, that's nothing compared to, us not getting there on time, okay? Never, ever was nice. And then the first time they did. Okay, what's your name, hon? Myra, M-Y-R-A. Blackson, L-A-S-S-E-N. Did you happen to see what they were wearing at all? The guy that was in front of the desk had on black, like their swishy sweatpants, the slippery sweatpants. Like the windbreaker? Yeah, but they're very, very baggy. Black baggy pants? Yeah. And a really long, I don't remember if it was very long sweatshirt. What about the other guy? Antenna shoes. What kind of tennis shoes? I don't know. Okay, what about the other guy? I didn't see. I don't know. I couldn't see what he had on. Are they still checking your house? Yeah, he must still be in the basement. Okay. While I'm on the phone with you, unless you're okay to hang up. Are you not okay to hang up? No. Okay. I just want to call my husband. Okay. So you're okay to hang up now? Yeah. Okay. I'll let you go. You can go ahead and call your husband. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, you were too. Bye-bye.
Imagine someone breaking into your home while you are there.
Would you freeze in fear, try to run, or hide before they know someone is home? Well, Myra Lassen chose the latter, and miraculously the suspects did not find her hiding place. In the heat of September 2005, Lassen heard glass breaking at her home. She hastily dialed 911 and hid under her desk as she informed Katrina Mace, the dispatcher who took her emergency call, of the incident. The intruders entered the room where she was hiding and was standing right next to the victim, who, unbeknownst to them, was still unseen under the desk. The dispatcher remained on the line with the victim until police arrived on the scene, including Fort Wayne's officer Andy Eyrick. 3 suspects were arrested in connection to the incident. One was found hiding in the basement of the victim's home, and the other 2 were pursued on foot and apprehended. Police were able to link them to other burglaries as well. The Fort Wayne incident was included in a television show called Call 911, which features remarkable 911 calls where the calm, steady voice of emergency dispatchers who take the calls. In March 2012, a man in Todd shot and killed his roommate. 58-year-old Thomas James Lang called 911 and was on the line for about 15 minutes, reporting that his roommate was violent and trying to break into the house where they both lived.
Watauga County 911 wants the address of your emergency. Okay. What's the phone number you're calling from? Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I have a gunshot victim here.
Okay, I'm gonna
hurry.
Okay, my partner's actually going to ask you some questions, so stay on the line, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, ma'am, how old is he?
He's 30.
Okay. And are you with him now?
He's on the outside, and I believe he's shot in the head.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Can you just send somebody here, please?
I need you to tell me what happened, ma'am.
He was breaking into the house. Can you just send somebody, please?
Okay, he was breaking into the house?
Yes.
Do you know who it was?
Yes, that's my roommate.
Okay, and how did he get the gunshot wound?
From me.
Okay, where is the gun now?
It's here at the house.
Okay. Is he awake?
I don't know. I've not been out there. Please, I just dialed you. Please, come on.
Is he breathing?
I don't know. Please.
Okay, we're going to have somebody held that way. I just need to answer my questions for me as best you can, okay?
See, I'm not on a cordless phone. I don't have a cordless phone. I don't know if he's breathing.
Okay, is there any way you could go out and check on him?
Yes, I can. Okay. Hold on.
If you feel comfortable doing so.
Okay, hold on. Yes, he's breathing, but he's struggling.
Okay, he is breathing?
Yes.
Okay. And where is the gunshot wound?
It's to the head.
Head? Okay. Is there any serious bleeding?
Yeah, there's bleeding.
Okay. He's still unconscious?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Okay, is there more than one wound?
No, just the one wound.
Okay, and when did this happen?
Just now.
27 Delta 1. Okay. Is there any, would you be willing to go outside and attend to him? Is there any way you could get a phone out there so I could give you some instruction?
I can't, I don't have a cordless phone. I really don't.
Okay, where is the gun at right now?
The gun's on my couch.
Okay. Is there any way that you could put that away, lock it up, or anything like that?
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah.
Okay, what kind of gun is it?
It's a 22 pistol.
22 pistol?
Yes.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm James Lang.
James Lang?
Yes.
And what's the roommate's name?
Richard Bartlett.
Okay, and what? And you said that they were trying to break into the house?
Yes, he had busted the door.
Okay, was he armed? Did he have any weapons?
No weapons, just very violent.
Okay. All right, if you could just stay on the line for me, I'm going to give a responder some instruction, okay?
Okay.
Okay, are you still there, sir?
Yes.
Okay, were you able to put the gun away?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not locked, but it's away.
Okay, is there any way that you could get outside to the patient? Is there any other phone that you could take out there?
No, I don't have a cordless phone. The battery's dead on the other phone.
Okay, is there anybody up there with you?
No.
Okay. I'm going to need you to get with the patient, if able. I need you to be able to get to him. I need you to be able to monitor his breathing.
Okay. I will come back to you. Okay.
Okay. I just need to. I need you to be able to get to him as best you can, and I need you to be able to get him flat on his back.
Well, I'm laying on his left side.
Okay.
At the moment. And you want him to lay flat of his back?
We need to be able to keep his airway open so that he can breathe.
Okay.
What exactly? You said it was a single wound to the head, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And if able, we need to be able to control the bleeding the best we can too.
How do I need to do that, with a towel?
Well, I can tell you how to do it, but it'd be best if you could come back to me. If you could just get a clean, dry cloth or towel and place it right on the wound and press firmly and don't lift it up to look. And if he keeps bleeding, you're probably not pressing hard enough.
Okay.
Was there an exit wound as well, or is it just entry?
I don't know. Let me go out. He's not really bleeding that much.
He's not bleeding. Is he still breathing?
Yes, he's still breathing.
Okay.
And it's you can hear him sort of guggling, but not,
Okay, just
the same way it was.
Okay,
I believe it went in. I swear, I believe it went in at maybe the temple or the eyebrow.
Okay.
Exactly, but that's...
Okay, I need you to be able to get out to him and lay him flat on his back and don't put any pillows under his head. I need you to kneel next to him and look in his mouth for food or vomit.
Now, he's not vomiting or anything.
Okay. And
since he's breathing this way, wouldn't it be better to leave him like he is and not move him?
Well, we just need to be able to maintain his airway. And I just want you to be able to...
How long will it be till the rescue squad?
They're going to be coming there as quickly as they can, okay? I can't tell you how long exactly, but they'll be coming there as quickly as they can. Just be sure not to put any direct pressure on the wound if there's any visible fractured bone or anything like that.
Okay. There's don't appear to be any large amount of blood coming out.
Okay. And we need to be able to get him flat on his back and get your hand on his forehead and your other hand under his neck and tilt his head back and just be sure to keep his airway open like that.
Okay. But I can't do that and come back to the phone. So just stay out there with him.
If there's no way that you can get this phone any closer than you are.
No.
The main thing is we need to be able to monitor his breathing and make sure he continues breathing.
Should I hang up and call one of my neighbors to come up here and help me?
I'd rather stay on the line with you, but is there any way that there's no one there with you that could call on a cell phone or anything like that?
Nobody sure at all.
I prefer to keep you on the line. If you'll hold on just a second for me, okay?
Okay.
I'll put you on hold for just a second. Are you still there, sir? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
You still there, sir?
Yeah, I went back to see if he was still breathing.
Is he still able to breathe?
Yes.
Okay. The main thing is you need to monitor that as best you can, okay?
Okay. Do you have any idea how close the rescue squad is? Yeah, they're here. They're here.
They're there?
Thank God. Oh, thank God.
Okay. You'll just stay separated from the weapon, okay?
Yes.
Tell me when they're right there with you, okay?
All right. This blue light, I hope it's the rescue squad. Thank you so much. Do you want me to get off or wait till then?
Just tell me when they're right there with you, okay? I'm going to stay on the phone with you, okay? Until they're right there with you.
Okay. Do you want me to stay on the phone? or do you want me to step to the door?
If you could just let me know when they're there with you. If they
Oh, well, they're on the porch.
they're on the porch. Okay.
Yes. Yes, I'm here on the phone with 911.
Okay. If they're there with you, you can go ahead and step outside. Okay. Just be sure to be separate from the gun. Okay.
Okay, yes. Hold on, hold on. Do you want me to hold on, or they're asking questions?
If you'll just go ahead and step outside with them, just be sure to stay separate from the weapon. Okay. Are you still there, sir?
A violent domestic argument went south when 30-year-old Richard Matthew Bartlett was shot in the head while reportedly trying to break into the home at 996 South Road that he shared with Lang. According to the 911 call made by Lang, he admitted to shooting Bartlett with a .22 caliber pistol as a result of his roommate acting very violent and trying to break into their shared home. Bartlett was then transported via helicopter to Johnson City Medical Center, where he passed away. A toxicology report found no alcohol in Bartlett's body at the time of his death. Still, they did find an amount of alprazolam, a medicine commonly prescribed to treat anxiety and panic disorders. Lang was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, but after 11 months, his charges were dropped in court. According to court records, prosecutors determined that Bartlett became angry when Lang shut himself in the house, locking both doors. Police investigations revealed that Bartlett had been actively breaking into the home to get Mr. Lang, and as a result, Lang acted out of self-defense. Chief Prosecutor Britt Springer stated that the community should understand that taking someone's life should always be the last resort, but must also understand that the law protects those who feel they are in imminent danger of serious injury or death.
Screams of excitement and delight soon turned to fear and devastation on March 24, 2022, when the world's tallest freestanding drop tower ride had a fatal ending. 5 seconds after the ride ascended, a 14-year-old slipped out of his seat and fell about 400 feet to the ground. The park crew rushed to the scene, but there was little they could do. Almost immediately, a local 911 operator received a call from a disturbed witness reporting that someone had fallen off a ride at Orlando's Icon Park.
Orange County Fire Rescue?
I need rescue at
One moment, sir. Okay,
yes,
caller, what is the name of the business? What is the name of the business, sir?
Orlando Slingshot and Free Fall.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, tell me exactly what happened. Sir, tell me exactly what happened.
the ride was going, and during the middle of the ride, the guy just came off.
Okay, I have help on the way, okay? Is he awake?
No, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Okay, stay on the line. Sheriff's Office, are you responding?
He's gone.
Sheriff's Office, are you still on the line? All right, sir, I have help on the way, okay? Just bear with me. Are you with him now?
Yes, I'm right next to him.
Okay. How old is he?
He looks like he's in his 30s.
if he were responding, I'm so sorry. Okay. I got lost in the call. And just to confirm, I have to confirm, is he awake at all?
No, I believe he's dead.
Okay. Is he breathing at all?
No, he's not breathing.
Okay. All right, just bear with me, okay? All right, and tell me exactly why you think he's completely gone.
He's face down. There's blood everywhere. He's not breathing. I've checked his pulse. There's no pulse.
Okay. All right. Well, they're going as fast as they can. Stay on the line with me. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
No, I don't have one available.
Okay. Listen carefully. We're gonna try to do CPR on him. Okay. Now I'm gonna walk.
He's about 300 pounds. He's hard to lift.
Okay. Is he on the ground?
He's face down on the ground.
Okay. Listen carefully. Are you right by him now?
I'm right next to him.
Okay. Lay him flat on his back. Remove anything under his head. Have someone else try it and help you if you can't move him on your own.
I can't. Hold on. There's like the guys are right here. The law enforcement.
Okay. Let me know when they're right with him. Okay. What area of the park is he in?
He's in the free fall, like in the circle.
Okay.
Law enforcement just arrived.
Okay, sir. You can hang up. They'll help him. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
It didn't take long for paramedics to arrive and transport the boy to the hospital, but it was too late. Tyree Sampson died from his injuries. The ride had only been in operation for 3 months. It's categorized as a super ride, boasting more thrill than an ordinary one. This freefall tower ascends to a height of 430 feet, where the seats tilt forward, and it drops suddenly at 75 miles per hour. Sampson had already been turned away from 2 rides at the park already, citing his size. Although he was only 14, the teen was 6'5" and 340 pounds. Immediately, he was uncomfortable and frightened. The vehicle ascended and reached the top 430 feet above the ground. Then, as it was unhooked, it began to free fall. About 5 seconds, 400 feet later, the ride started to slow down under the force of magnets. At this height, Tyree dropped out of his seat and fell to the ground. When the ride returned to the ground, the frightened kid was gone. His seat was empty. As realization set in, other guests screamed in panic. A park visitor recorded a video of the incident, which quickly spread on social media. The same night, firefighters and law enforcement officers shut down the ride. The next day, March 25th, an inspector from the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Affairs arrived at the scene to check the safety of the drop tower, especially of the seat from which Tyree Sampson fell. Once in a seat, riders on the freefall tower are held in place by hydraulic over-the-shoulder restraints. These contain the rider firmly, leaving no room for movement once locked. It was found that the restraint on Tyree's place was in a down position and locked when the ride stopped. The inspector sat in the seat, checked that the restraint engaged properly, and even applied force on it to see if it would give way. Everything was recorded to be in the correct order, despite the obvious fact that the victim fell out of his seat. Moments after the fall, operators were heard discussing whether the seat was locked. One then confirms that everything was in order by clearly stating that the light had been on.
I don't know. Did you check it? Yeah, the safety man's under. The light was on. You checked it? Yeah, the light was on. You guys are sure you checked it? We did, yeah, the light was on.
However, it remains unclear if the crew checked the restraint manually to ensure they were engaged correctly, a procedure listed in the operating manual.
It states a maximum weight limit of 286 pounds. Late Tyree Sampson was, as mentioned, a big kid and weighed 340 pounds, about 50 pounds above the limit.
Riders were also not supposed to be over 286 pounds, 54 pounds less than the teen weighed. Before the tower first opened in December 2021, officials inspected the ride and found no defects on any of the systems included. Since it was a brand new ride, the following inspection was scheduled for 6 months. June 2022, 3 months after the tragedy.
Rides will be closed until a joint investigation of the Orange County Sheriff's Office and the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services is completed. This investigation aims to determine if the tragedy resulted from design flaws, operator error, or other shortcomings.
Following the accident, Icon Park demanded Slingshot Group close all of its rides in the park, including the Slingshot. The rides will be closed until a joint investigation of the Orange County Sheriff's Office and the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services is completed. This investigation aims to determine if the tragedy resulted from design flaws, operator error, or other shortcomings. Regardless of the outcome of the investigation, the Missouri teen, who was visiting Orlando for a football program, had his life cut short. On April 26, 2022, the victim's parents spoke out publicly for the first time. His mother, Nakia Dodd, told reporters about the night that she got the call.
Heartbreaking, heart-wrenching to get a call from your child's, I guess, family. We call them family, so I'll say family members out of town, to get a call saying your child is not coming back home. And he was only out on spring break enjoying himself for the good grades, the accomplishments he had, enjoying himself. So to get a call over the phone and not to be there as a mother, to comfort, tell him it's going to be okay, that's very disturbing. It's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching. I couldn't do anything for my son but cry over the phone. I couldn't touch him. I couldn't hold him. I couldn't hug him. I couldn't do anything. I don't wish that on any parent, any parent.
Dodd was just about to have a movie night with her daughter when she was told the news. She said more was to be done to prevent future incidents, including more staff and better regulations. Tyree Sampson, affectionately known as Big Tick, was a promising talent with high hopes of establishing a career in the sport.
I want him to remember it as a loving young man at the age of 14, very well-mannered, no problems at all. I mean, just would give you the shirt off his back if you asked him right now. Character, I mean, he was a go-getter. He was a go-getter. And for him not to be here, this is devastating. He was on his way. You know, he was going to be known, but not like this. He was going to be on the football scene, the NFL team, not through this type of way, no.
Tyree's father struggled to hold back tears at a different press conference. Yarnell Sampson said he was there to get answers and pay respect to his son. Sampson thanked Dodd for raising the 14-year-old together before speaking about how he found out his son had lost his life.
How I found out was through the internet. They went viral at that point. Getting off work, and Miss Wendy Wooten asked me could I have a seat, and she wanted to show me something. And I seen the video. I was kind of sickening when I first seen it, but I didn't even know it was my child. When I found out it was my child, it took the breath out of me. It took some life out of me as well. It just made me numb and helpless because I wasn't there to protect my son. But I'm here now to talk up for my son because I'm speaking up for the voiceless. If I don't speak up for this young man, this thing will just be swept under the rug, and there'll be another young man going through the same situation, and we have the same press conference 5 years down the road.
The 14-year-old's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against multiple defendants. Dodd and Sampson are being represented by different attorneys but filed their lawsuit together. In response to Tyree's death, Florida Representative Geraldine Thompson promised a forthcoming bill in the legislature named the Tyree Sampson Bill that would prevent accidents like this from happening. Thompson said the bill will honor Tyree's memory and the promise that was ahead of him by making sure that no other child comes to Central Florida for spring break and returns home in a coffin. Dawn and Anthony Shearer were in the midst of a heated argument when she shot him in their Middletown, Ohio home. Dawn called 911 around 8:30 p.m. on February 6, 2017.
I just shot my ex-husband. I was town, please hurry.
Did you say you shot him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why did you shoot him?
Because we're arguing. Just please hurry.
Okay, why don't you just stand?
Please, ma'am, please, you can't breathe.
Okay, I'm gonna send him on the way. Yeah. Ma'am, what is your name? Just talk to me. What is your name?
Don't cheer. Oh, please, you can't breathe.
Well, okay, I have them on the way, but you gotta tell me where the gun is. Ma'am, where's the gun?
Oh, God.
Ma'am, you've got to talk to me, okay? Where's the gun?
It's on my desk. Please.
It's on your desk? Okay, where are you in the house?
I don't even know why I shot him, please.
Okay, listen to me. I have them on the way, but I need to talk to you, okay? What is your name?
Don't cheer. Oh, God,
I'm sorry, what's your name, ma'am?
Don't cheer.
Okay, what's your husband's name?
Cody Shear.
His name is Cody Shear?
Oh, please.
Okay, where are you at in the house? Are you away from the desk?
We're in the living room, please, hurry.
You're in the living room? Okay, they're on their way, okay? Where is the desk at? In the living room also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what happened?
We were just arguing over stuff. Over old stuff. We were married 20-something years, and we got divorced, and I moved back in to work things out, and they worked it out. Please.
Okay, I have them on the way.
Please.
What happened? Where was the gun originally? On the please. Where was the gun at beforehand? It was on the desk, please. It was on the desk? Yes, please. Okay, and you grabbed it? Why did you grab it? Oh my God, I think I shot him in the head. I don't know. Please. Okay, you shot him in the head? They're on their way, okay? I trust him. Okay, the officers are there. Can you step outside with your hands up? Yeah. Oh, I need you to come outside with your hands up, okay, for your safety. Okay? Can you hear me? Go outside and keep your hands in the air, okay? Because we don't want you to get hurt. They're here. I don't see them down here. Are they there? You don't see them. Please. Okay. Are you outside? I'm at the door. You're at the door? Okay, and the gun is still on the desk, right? They're done. Okay, can you step outside and put your hands up in the air so the officers can see that you don't have the gun with you? Yes. Okay, go ahead and put down the phone and go outside, but lay the phone down, okay? I hear. She's asked me to... Just show her your hands. Put the phone down. Put the phone down.
The couple had divorced, but she moved back in with him to work things out. Dawn claimed that Anthony, or Tony, had been abusive throughout their marriage, but Tanya Shearer, Tony's sister-in-law, said she had never heard or seen any type of abuse. According to 46-year-old Dawn, during an argument, she was chased outside the home on the night of the fatal shooting and couldn't escape because her ex-husband's van was blocking her Nissan Altima in the driveway. The woman also claimed Tony had a nervous breakdown. When police arrived, they found the home in some disarray. There was patching on the walls, a broken wooden box, and a gun cleaning kit was scattered around. A handgun and other evidence were found at the scene. Neighbors also told police they had heard a disturbance and saw Dawn Shearer running around her vehicle just prior to the shooting. Tony Shearer was found with a gunshot wound to the head in the residence's living room. He was taken to the Atrium Medical Center before being flown to Miami Valley Hospital, where he died. Dawn was charged with murder and booked into the Middletown City Jail. The victim's family was at the house the next day trying to make sense of the murder. Tony's mother, Linda Miller, spoke to news stations.
I don't make much money, and he would help me out. But, you know, he would come out to the house and see me. But, yeah, he was good with her kids and loved to play with them. Yeah, he's just a hard worker. He never was in trouble, but he just liked to ride his motorcycle. Work and ride his motorcycle. We don't know what happened. Yeah, we may never find out. We'll just have to wait and see.
The trial began 4 months after the fatal shooting. Prosecutors said during opening statements in Butler County Common Pleas courtroom that the divorced couple, who had gotten back together, were packing up on the night of the shooting because the home's lease was up. They allegedly didn't know if they would stay together. Dawn testified in court that Tony choked her on the day of the shooting, as he did many times in the past, and she blacked out. She said she regained consciousness and walked back into the living room.
I would take this hand, choke me here, and then this hand.
And what would you do with this hand that you have?
I'm just because I'm upset, I think. This hand here, this hand like this, because he would squeeze my nose. So I could not breathe. And I would get fearful. I was going to die.
According to the accused, her ex-husband was very irritated when he learned she was leaving the house. She grabbed Tony's gun, held it with two hands, closed her eyes, and fired. The prosecution pointed out that Dawn had not reported the abuse to either police or anyone else in the 22-year relationship. He said she could have left the residence through the bedroom door and called for help rather than confronting her ex-husband. A neighbor, Anita Workman, was one of the prosecution's witnesses to testify, told the jury she saw Dawn Shearer run out of the house then go back in. There was no one with her. Minutes later, the house was circled in crime scene tape. Workmen said she did not hear any yelling or even any gunshots. In contrast, Dawn's attorney Jason Philbaum said the accused had endured years of physical abuse by Tony, saying the victim choked her numerous times in the 4 years leading up to the shooting. She divorced Tony but went back to him because she loved him. Philbaum brought in a door from the Ellis Way house that Dawn had allegedly hidden behind to protect herself, as well as another door showing damage where Tony Shearer kicked it. Experts were brought in to prove it, including a chiropractor who treated Dawn for neck and leg injuries and learned she was abused. In court, Tony's father, Dennis Shearer, gave a victim impact statement.
The jury spoke to us today. I just want her to know that we took her into our home. We accepted her. She was my daughter. She broke my heart. I'm going to work through this, Dawn. I'm going to forgive you. That's what you've done. I'm going to forgive what's going on this past week. I'm sure that know what I'm talking about. And we're going to go from here. We'll survive. But you took Tony from us. We're never going to see him again. It broke our heart.
However, a jury rejected the woman's claim of self-defense and found her guilty of murder. Dawn Shearer was sentenced to a mandatory 15 years to life in prison after the verdict. Defense attorney Jason Philbaum said he planned to file an appeal, but the outcome remains unknown. 22-year-old Tiffany Mead called 911 saying she tried taking her own life. She was calling from her car while holding her throat in an attempt to stop the bleeding. At one point, her estranged husband, Chris Erdman, took over.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
I'm in front of Davis High School.
Okay, what's going on there?
My neck's bleeding. I need help quick.
What happened?
I tried to... Please help me.
All right, and I just need to ask a few questions, okay? What did you use? Do you still have the knife with you?
No, I threw it out the window.
How much are you bleeding?
A lot. My shirt is soaked.
What's your name?
Tiffany Mead.
Okay, is anybody with you, Tiffany?
My husband and my son.
Okay, where's your husband? Can I talk to him? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, is she sitting down?
Yeah.
Do you have a dry, clean cloth that you can apply pressure to her neck?
I got my shirt, so...
Well, we need something. Are you applying pressure?
Yeah, she has her hand on her throat.
Okay, do you know why she did this?
I don't know.
And what did she use to cut her? She said she threw it out the window, did she?
Knife.
Okay, where's the knife right now?
Somewhere down in a goalie or something.
Is there an you let me know when an officer shows up.
Okay, we see a lot.
Wave your arms and honk your horn.
Honk your horn.
Is she still conscious and breathing? Okay. Okay, are they there?
Yeah, the ambulance is right here.
Okay, I'll let you go. Thank you.
In July 2013, officers arrived to a bloody scene. Mead was sitting in the front seat and her 2-year-old son Noah was sitting in the back seat. Erdman was pacing the sidewalk next to the car. He repeatedly told the police that Mead had tried to take her life, saying over and over that she was crazy. He had no shirt on since it was wrapped around the woman's neck to stop the bleeding. Just before the 22-year-old was rushed to the ER, she told the deputy, "Keep him away from me. He did this to me. Save my baby." Miraculously, Mead could still talk since the knife had not cut her trachea. Once she was in the ambulance, the panicked mother called her mother.
She called and she said that Chris had tried to kill her and she needed me to pick up Noah. I had no idea what she was going through at the time.
While assessing the scene, a detective noticed blood outside the vehicle. They then found out that the pair had met up a mile from the scene. In a parking lot, they found a second pool of blood. Finding this suspicious, Erdman was taken into custody. He wasn't initially arrested but was not free to leave. Here, they questioned the husband. When Erdman tells detectives that he doesn't remember what happened and doesn't want to speak anymore, they arrest him and charge him with attempted murder because, miraculously, Mead survived. In an interview with 48 Hours, she recalled how it happened.
He told me not to bring anyone. He kept reminding me to come alone. Come alone.
They walked towards each other.
I was terrified. He had this look. He was so determined coming at me. I didn't know what he was gonna do. And he had one hand on my mouth. He pulled something out of his pocket and he slit my throat. And as he's slitting my throat, he says, "Shh, don't scream, stay calm." And I didn't scream. And I told him I was getting dizzy, so he opened my car door for me so that I could sit. And he said, "You know what I want, say it." So I said, "I love you, and I'll get back with you." And then he said, "Seal it with a kiss." And he leaned in, and he kissed me as blood's pouring out of my neck. Then he said that we needed to come up with a story if I was gonna call 911. So I said, "Okay, I'll tell him whatever you want me to do."
Investigators knew that they had to find the weapon to prove without any reasonable doubt that the accused was the one who cut her throat. But even with all the search options available, they couldn't. 1 month after the incident, an unsigned letter arrived with the judge. It came from a Mary Olson. In it, Ertman's story was backed up, saying that Meade had planned to do this and frame him. It made investigators question who was telling the truth. That was until the name and address came back without anything. The sender didn't exist. Detective Jen Daly was adamant that Ertman needed to be charged with murder instead of aggravated assault, since the latter would only lead to a year of jail time. Daly knew that he would try to kill Meade again once he got out. The detective listened to recorded jail calls for 5 months before looking into a person Ertman had mentioned repeatedly. That man was Raymond. His surname was kept out of the public knowledge. He was out on probation at the time after a drug-related stay in the same prison. He agreed to speak to officers on camera.
Did you get to know any of the inmates in there? What about a guy named Christopher Ertman?
Oh, yeah. He's a quiet guy.
Did he ever talk about the situation that he was in with his ex-wife and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
What happened in jail stayed in jail, man.
There's a time to do what's right. This is one of those moments in your life that you can start with that.
Okay, so what do you want to know specifically?
Just tell me about his conversations. What do you know?
Just admitted guilt, man, I guess. Like that he's the one that cut her throat.
Raymond also confessed that Ertman had asked him to copy a letter to the judge from Meade, saying that she orchestrated the whole situation. It wasn't the same as the previous letter, but it led detectives to believe they could prove that the accused had sent it himself. But Raymond's confession didn't stop there.
Did he ever ask you to do anything to Tiffany?
Yeah.
That question was purely just a shot in the dark.
Tell me about that.
He just asked me if I had the connections to arrange for bad things to happen to her. I told him that I did not.
He elaborated that bad things were specifically to arrange Meade's death. Ertman's handwriting matched the letter sent to the judge. However, they couldn't get him to admit the hit. Eventually, a jailhouse informant contacted Detective Daly. The information he provided allowed the investigators to set Ertman up for a confession. An undercover cop went in to speak to the accused, but instead was given a piece of paper with Meade's address. After the jailhouse snitch changed his mind, the plans changed. The undercover policeman went in to speak to Ertman himself, finally getting this recorded conversation.
And the next thing I know, I'm on the phone with him.
What's up, man?
Not much, how are you?
Good, how are you? I took a couple pictures and just want to verify with you.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was telling me was, make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, just, have fun. Yeah.
And you're saying, all the way, right? Not...
Yeah, have fun.
Okay. Is there a time period? Is there a...
No.
No?
Sooner the better.
Sooner the better?
Yeah.
Okay.
They agreed on $5,000 to have Meade killed. Nearly a year after Ertman slit Meade's throat, the case didn't go to trial. He took a plea deal.
I mean, I'll take blame for it. Yeah, I did it, but I was not in my right mind. I'm not dangerous.
In 2018, detectives Jen Daly and Bob Thompson went to Ertman's parole hearing with Tiffany Mead. They had been to every hearing since. This time, he has been denied parole and will not have another chance at it until 2029. Trey Pierre Hummons feigned an emergency call to 911 on June 19, 2015, prompting dispatchers to send an officer to his location. He then ambushed and killed Cincinnati police officer Sonny Kim in cold blood.
Cincinnati 911, what's the address of your emergency?
This is Hamilton County with a transfer for Simpson and Rowe. Possible male subject with a gun. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, for some reason I feel like he was walking around being belligerent with a gun.
Okay, you saw a gun?
Yes.
Male, black, male, white?
Black male, of course.
Okay. And then the age, height, and weight of this person?
Short guy. I couldn't make out what he was wearing, but I just know he had a gun.
To you?
Young, little facial hair, but looked pretty young to me.
So if you had to guess, would you think he was in his teens, his 20s, his 30s? I don't know what.
Like very early 20s.
Early 20s. Okay. When you say he was short, by how tall would you say?
About like 5'6".
Okay. And what would you give him in weight?
Good 180. He's a little thick fella.
180. You remember any colors of the shirt or the shorts or the pants or whatever?
Yeah, I just know he had a white T-shirt on. It was happening so fast I couldn't think.
Okay. Now, which way was he going? On what street?
He's standing right there at the corner of Simpson and Rowe.
Standing at the corner. Where's the gun?
In his hand.
In his waistband, in his ankle socks. Where was the gun? Where'd you see it?
Oh, waistband.
In his waistband. What appeared to be a gun in the waist of his pants. You remember the color of the pants?
I don't. I'm sorry. I just remember him. I can't think. I just know he had a white T-shirt on. Like I seen it and I try to remember it, but right now it happened too fast.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
I just ran.
Okay. What is?
My name is Trey. My name is Trey Pierre.
Trey Pierre?
Yes.
Okay. I got you. I have it in for dispatch for the police to respond.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Cincinnati 911. What's the address of your emergency?
I just called about a guy with a gun. It's at
whatever.
Western Road. Please get to Western Road as soon as possible.
Okay, did you give us Simpson and Rowe when you first called?
Yes, Western
Okay, I'll let them know it's at Western Road.
Okay.
It was a dark day for the police force of Cincinnati when 48-year-old Sonny Kim was shot and killed by Trey Pierre Hummons. Kim's death marked the first killing of a Cincinnati police officer killed in the line of duty since the year 2000. Hummons called 911 and reported a man brandishing a gun in his area and then waited, armed with the gun himself, until Kim arrived. Upon his arrival, the caller ambushed the caller before he had even stepped out of his SUV and shot him. Hummons was then shot and killed himself by an officer responding to help his colleague. In interviews with Hummons' mother with reporters, she stated that she believed that her son admired and respected Officer Kim, but that he simply wanted to die. Kim had served over 27 years in the Cincinnati Police Department. Originally from South Korea, he and his family immigrated to the United States in 1973. He owned and taught Japanese Karate Do Dojo in Sims Township. His family donated and raised money for organizations helping the youth and other survivors of line-of-duty deaths, which makes his death even more harrowing and ironic. He is survived by his ever-grieving wife and 3 children. In 2017, the news of Kim and Hummons was streamed back into the media when Mayor John Cranley reportedly honored Kim's killer in error when a staff member allegedly approved a proclamation declaring June 1st as Trey Day in honor of Trey Pierre Hummons. This proclamation had been submitted by Ronald Hummons, father of Kim's killer. In an apology, a tearful Cranley announced that the proclamation was a huge mistake, and in an apology letter to FOP President Dan Hills, wrote that both staff members who received the proclamation were not in my office, nor worked for the county of Cincinnati when Officer Kim was murdered.
Thanks, Dan. I am really sorry that my office, that we mistakenly issued a proclamation on behalf of Amanda killed, murdered Sonny Kim. He was a hero, and I talked to his widow, Jessica Kim. Called Tom Sandman. I called the chief. I've apologized to all of them. This was a huge mistake. It was not done intentionally. It was human error, but the buck stops with me. And I got into public life to make the city better and to support law enforcement and to support the people that keep our streets safe. I love our police department. I walk with them, ride with them, and I would never do anything to hurt. Sorry.
Ronald Hummons runs a campaign to raise awareness and funds for undiagnosed mental illness in his son's name. The proclamation references fighting child abuse and impacting mental illness. In the early hours of August 2nd, 2015, Tom Martins, the straight-laced 31-year veteran of the FBI, made a shocking call to 911. His 39-year-old son-in-law, Jason Corbett, was dead on the bedroom floor, bludgeoned with a baseball bat.
Davidson County 911, what is the address of your emergency?
My name is Tom Martins. I'm at 160 Panther Creek Court, and we need help.
Okay. What's going on there?
My daughter's husband, my son-in-law, got in a fight with my daughter. I intervened, and I think he's in bad shape. We need help.
Okay, what do you mean he's in bad shape? He's hurt?
He's bleeding all over, and I may have killed him. You know?
All right, okay. Let's back up here just a minute. Give me your address again, make sure I got it right.
160
Panther
Creek Court.
What is your name?
My name is Tom Martin.
All right, Tom, give me the phone number you're calling from 2 times, please.
I don't know. What's the phone number I'm calling from? I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm the father. I'm visiting. I don't know.
Was he drinking?
Yes, he had been drinking during the course of the day.
My partner's dispatching the ambulance in the office while I get the information.
Okay.
All right. Are you right with him now?
I am.
How old is he?
How old is he? 39.
All right. Is he conscious at all?
No.
Is he breathing?
I can't tell.
All right. What I need for you to do is I need someone to roll him onto his back, flat on his back. All right. Tell me what happened. Did you hit him in the head or?
Hit him in the head.
With what?
With a baseball bat.
With a baseball bat.
Yes, ma'am. He was choking my daughter. He said, I'm going to kill her.
All right, we are sending the paramedics to help you now. Where's the baseball bat at?
It's in the bedroom here with me.
Okay. Just don't touch it anymore, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, he is still on his back?
He is.
All right, I need you to make sure that his mouth and nose are clear.
It's a mess.
I know, they need to clear it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, everything is clear?
As clear as I can get it. He's covered in blood.
All right, listen carefully. I'll tell you how to do chest compressions.
Yeah.
All right, make sure that he's flat on his back with no pillows under his head.
Yeah.
Place the heel of your hand.
Under his head.
Nothing under his head.
Yeah, got it.
All right. First of all, tell your daughter to go unlock the door and turn on the front porch light.
Go unlock the door.
Place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of his chest, right between the nipples.
I'm somewhat familiar with this.
Okay, well, I'd have to give the instructions. You just go ahead and do it if you know what to do. Put the other hand on top of that hand.
Yeah.
Pump the chest hard and fast, at least twice per second, 2 inches deep. Let the chest come all the way up between the pumps. We're going to do this 600 times or until help can take over. Count out loud so that I can count with you. I'll set a pace for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, are you with me? All right, listen to me. I need you to calm down so that we can help him, okay? All right, your dad's going to need some help pumping. I need you to get ready to pump, okay? When he gets to 200 pumps, you're going to take over. He can show you how to place your hands, but I need you to stay calm.
I'm certified. I just can't think.
Okay, you have to stay calm. Let your training take over. We need to try to do this to help him, okay?
Okay.
All right, keep your dad pumping. 1, 2, 3, 4. That rate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4.
Good. You're about halfway there.
Okay, it's like I got lights here.
Okay. Just keep going. Don't stop.
She's going.
All right, sir.
Yes.
All right, take your daughter and back away and let them do their job.
Let them do their job.
Try and keep her calm, okay?
Okay.
Y'all did a good job.
Molly. Let them do their job. Okay, they're here now.
Okay. Can you take Molly out of the room?
Okay, Molly. She suggests we get out of the room.
Okay. Are you okay? As much as possible. I understand. As much as possible. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Law enforcement's on the way. If I can do anything else, just let me know, okay?
No, I need to get my daughter out of there.
Okay. All right, call us back if you need us.
Molly, come on out of there.
At 24, Molly Martins moved to Limerick, Ireland to work as a live-in nanny for Jason Corbett, a 32-year-old widower. She spent her days taking care of his children, 3.5-year-old Jack and 1.5-year-old Sarah, after his wife, Margaret Maggs Corbett, died suddenly when Sarah was just a few months old. Molly grew up primarily in Knoxville, Tennessee, the second of 4 children and the only girl. Family members described her as intelligent, sociable, and stubborn. Molly had played the caretaker role since she was a toddler. She doted on her brothers, babysat neighborhood kids, and looked after younger relatives with great care. Jason and Molly got engaged on Valentine's Day 2010 and married in her hometown on a scorching day in June of 2011. The happy family moved to Davidson County in North Carolina. Molly took care of the children, volunteered at their school, and coached a children's swim team in Meadowlands. Jason assumed a demanding role at an underperforming packaging plant. Molly had everything except for one thing: custody over Sarah and Jack. During their marriage, both Molly and Jason consulted lawyers with questions about it. However, Jason refused to make her the children's legal mother. According to Molly, Jason grew addicted to the narcotic of domination. The first few months, she brushed it off. However, as time went on, things got worse. Following Jason's murder, the case was featured on 2020.
Paranoid that I would develop some feelings for someone else, or that somebody would look at me the wrong way.
He was worried you were going to leave him for another man.
He was worried about a lot of things. He'd come home from buying a new golf club for $500, and he'd open the fridge, and there would be a case of raspberries, and that would be it. We can't afford raspberries, and he would throw the raspberries on the floor.
Molly said the fights would escalate, and the kids witnessed that.
Are you finished with your dinner, hun?
I'm talking to you.
No.
Is this how you treat this? Is when you just ignore me? I said I'd like to have dinner with my family. I'm talking to you. I shouldn't have to say it over and over. I shouldn't have to say, Molly.
Can you guys get out the stuff for him, please?
See, here you go again. I'm talking to you, and you're still going on talking about something else.
According to Molly, she stayed and endured the pains of her marriage for the sake of the children.
I never would have left the children. I couldn't imagine. Sometimes I thought maybe I'm being selfish, maybe their life would be better, if they don't have to deal with this. But ultimately, I always came to the same conclusion that, it wouldn't be better for them to lose a second mother.
On the night of Jason's fateful incident, Molly's parents, Tom and Sharon, drove and stayed the night with their daughter and son-in-law. The Martins arrived and came bearing a special gift, a baseball bat for Jack.
Baseball bat for Jack. He thought it was really cool to get any former baseball gear that was a hand-me-down.
After dinner, everyone retreated to their respective rooms for the night. Around 3 a.m., Molly was awakened by a sound familiar to any parent. Sarah woke up after she had a nightmare.
Sarah woke up. She'd had a nightmare, and she came down, and the kids were not supposed to come in the room, and wake up Jason, so they would just kind of stand outside of the door and whisper until I heard him.
When she got back to the main bedroom, Jason was angry with her.
But he woke up and he was angry, and he wanted to know why I'd gotten up, and I told him it was because Sarah had had a nightmare, and then he was just furious because Sarah had been doing this lately, and she just wanted to be coddled, and she was too old for that, and I shouldn't have gotten out of bed.
Tom described the moment he opened the door to the bedroom. He claimed he simply did what any father would do.
It's awful. He has his hands around her neck, and he quickly moves to move her in front of him between me, and so he's got her in a chokehold.
In the midst of the argument, Jason refused to let go of Molly and threatened her.
And he said, I'm going to kill her. Then he starts to edge toward the master bathroom, which has a door. And my thought was, if he gets that door between me and him, then she's dead and there's nothing I can do about it. And so I reached around and I hit him in the back of the head with the baseball bat.
And what happened when you hit him?
If he could have gotten angrier, he did.
The blow to the head didn't stop Jason. He kept dragging Molly to their main bathroom. During the trial, the state offered a different narrative, one that didn't include self-defense.
Crushing his skull with that brick, she had anger to assuage and resentment to address, and she addressed those on his head.
What you are saying is that Tom and Molly beat Jason after he was already down,
Yes.
when he was no longer a threat.
Absolutely. Yes. The physical evidence suggested that he was still being struck in the head after he went down.
Neither Martins nor his daughter were injured or bore signs of a struggle. One juror vomited when a photograph of Jason's skull was shown. The state called in an expert in bloodstain pattern analysis. Among other things, he testified that Jason was descending to the floor as he was being hit.
Based off the evidence that was presented, there was no doubt in my mind that I made the right choice.
The state suggested in his closing argument that Tom and his daughter delayed calling 911 and came up with their story. The father and daughter were found guilty and were sentenced to 20 to 25 years each on the charge of second-degree murder. However, the story doesn't end there. Tracy Corbett Lynch, Jason's sister, never believed the Martins' version of the events.
What Tom Martins claimed was that he came up to the room and there was an argument, but there were no bruises on either of them, no mark. The blood that was on them was Jason's blood. No torn clothes, nothing at all. And what I believe happened is a different story.
Would you like to share it with us?
Well, I believe that Molly Martins planned to kill Jason, and that all the evidence pointed towards it. I was disappointed there wasn't a first-degree charge. I know that Jason had a bag packed with the kids' clothes. He was going to leave. He'd been looking up flights. That he had been drugged, and the toxicology report shows the drugs in his system.
And those drugs come from, you suspect,
They were prescribed to Molly Martins on the Friday before Jason was murdered.
You think she might have spiked his food or drink?
Absolutely, that's what I believe.
And that he was asleep?
Yeah, that he was asleep, and that he was hit in bed while he was asleep, and that Molly Martins hit him, to within an inch of his life with the brick. And I believe she went and got her father as he lay dying, and her father came up and did hit Jason with the baseball bat, and there were post-mortem hits on Jason's body afterwards, and I believe they left him to die. I believe that, you know, they waited to call 911 when the EMT arrived, you know, and they gave evidence that Jason's body was cold. I believe they left Jason to die before they called 911.
I think Jason was probably dead a long time before they actually called 911.
In February 2020, the North Carolina Court of Appeal ruled that both defendants were entitled to a new trial. The state's Supreme Court upheld the decision, and a retrial was ordered after ruling that evidence that had not been allowed in the original trial meant the Martins did not receive a fair hearing. A new one-off documentary called The Murder Files, The Killing of Jason Corbett, is expected to bring a different perspective to the case, including unseen police interviews with the two accused of the killing. In April 2017, a roaming shoresman, Douglas Day, shot his girlfriend, 26-year-old Tiffany Lambert, and her mother, who died in the shooting. He was later arrested for murder and attempted murder.
Somebody got shot. My mom shot. Please come down. Who shot her? Oh, please come. My boyfriend. I'm shot too. I'm shot too. Please come down. Where is he at? He left. He took off in the car. Please, my mom is shot. Please. Okay. Well, we're sending him right now. I want to keep you online, though. I don't know. My mom is in the car. She's been shot, and so have I. What's my grandma? Oh, God, Al, it hurts so bad. Oh, my God, it hurts. Okay, you guys are in the driveway? No, can someone go get the gas bottle quick? Oh, please, oh, my God, oh, my God. I'm standing out by the road, please hurry. All right, what's your name, honey? Tiffany. Oh, my God. What's your boyfriend's name? Douglas J. Douglas J? D-A-Y as in dog. Oh, my God. What kind of car did he live in? He's in a Sebring, Chrysler Sebring with the hood down. It's green, it's hunter green. Oh, God, I can't move my arm. Where's your mom at, in the car? She's in the car. Is she, okay, is she still breathing? I don't know, is my mom still breathing? I have to check. Oh, my God. 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 It hurts so bad. Oh, my God. My mom. Okay, we have them coming, Tiffany, okay? Oh, my God. We have them coming. Where were you shot at, did you say? In my shoulder. In your shoulder? Side. My left shoulder, my lower left side. And I think my ear, maybe. What kind of gun do you know? I think it was a .45 caliber. Oh my God! Why did he do this? Do you know? He was drunk. We were fighting. He was drunk. And I was leaving. Okay. Begging me to stay. It's so bad. Okay. And what was his first name, honey? Douglas. Douglas Day. My mom. Oh, God, please have him hurry, please. It hurts so bad. Oh, my God, it hurts so bad. Where's your mother shot at? Are you with her? I don't know where she's shot at. She's unconscious. All right. Take a deep breath, hon. Please check my mom. Please check my mom. Is it just you and her there? Yes. Well, there's other people there, our neighbors. Oh, my God. Do you know which way he left? Which way he went? He took off down the circle in Mesopotamia, down 534, headed towards Windsor. A green Chrysler Sebring, top down. My mom, I think she's dead. Okay, they're coming up there. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, my mom. Oh, my God. What's your last name, Tiffany? Lambert. Okay. Oh, my God, it hurts so bad. My kids. Oh, my God, my kids. Where are they at? They're with their grandma. Okay. Oh, God. God. My dog. Can you guys please? The doors are unlocked. Please, someone. He's really nice. Just call him when you go in. Cody.
Okay. What kind is he?
He's. Oh, I'm talking to my neighbors.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys can take him to your house for now until I call get a hold of their my mother-in-law. My God, are they going to be here soon?
Yeah, they're coming.
Oh God, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Oh my God, it hurts so bad.
It won't be much longer. We got several people en route, okay?
Oh my God, my mom.
Was he drinking, you said?
Yes. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh God, please have him hurry. It hurts so bad. My mom. God. Oh my God. Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh my God, it hurts.
Okay, they should be there anytime, okay?
Okay. Oh, please, out of my shoulder. Oh God, I'm sorry. My ribs hurt. Oh. I'm shot in my shoulder too. Okay.
Do you know where your mom was shot at, or you can't see?
Oh no, she's unconscious, I think.
Okay.
Oh God, please tell her to hurry. What is taking so long?
They're coming. I know it seems like it's been hours, but they're on their way.
Oh God, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. My mom. Oh God.
Does he know somebody up in Windsor?
I don't know.
Or he just headed that way?
Oh my God, my kids are in Rocky.
What's that?
My kids are in rolling stories with their grandma. I don't know.
Okay. How many kids do you have, Tiffany?
I have two.
2 kids?
Yeah. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. My mom.
They should be there. They should be there any minute.
Could they possibly be going any slower?
They're going fast. It just seems like it's taking forever. I know. Are they his kids too, Tiffany?
Yes. Right there.
Day and Lambert allegedly got into an argument in their shared apartment in Mesopotamia that escalated to her leaving. Lambert's mother, 48-year-old Catherine Lambert, had been contacted by her daughter to take her home. When they tried to leave, Day, who was allegedly intoxicated at the time, reportedly followed them, armed with 2 handguns which he fired at them. According to an affidavit filed after the incident, Tiffany and her mother were leaving the home when Catherine was on the phone with her significant other, who had called to check up on them. According to the statement, he heard gunshots and shouting, and then the call had dropped. Tiffany, the mother of Day's 5-year-old daughter and 2-year-old son, was shot multiple times and injured, and her mother died almost instantly on the scene as a result of being shot in the neck. The following day, authorities had tracked down the suspect in the woods of Roaming Shores in Ashtabula County. He had reportedly called his mother earlier that day to tell her that he had messed up real bad and that he wanted to see his children who had spent the night there. Day was apprehended and arrested for the aggravated murder of Catherine Lambert and the aggravated attempted murder of Tiffany Lambert. He was held on a $1 million bond. During his confession, the accused had admitted that his relationship with Tiffany had been on the rocks for almost 6 years.
In October 2017, Douglas Day pleaded guilty to his crimes and was sentenced to 23 years to life in Trumbull County Jail. Sadly, this sentence wasn't the end of the trauma and fighting for victim Tiffany Lambert, who had to fight Day's mother, Shawn Tremblay, to regain custody of her children. According to Lambert, she called Children's Services while I was in the hospital and made up a bunch of false accusations stating that Lambert was mentally unstable and she was worried about how she was going to treat my children. And she was unsure that she would not be able to care for her children properly after she was released from the hospital. Also, on her complaint, it says that her son asked her to get custody. A GoFundMe page was also set up for Tiffany's recovery and financial aid while she could not work. There are no reports to date on whether or not Tiffany regained custody of her children. Staying down under, another 000 hero call made by Sue shows the importance of knowing CPR and calling for help as soon as possible.
Emergency, what town or suburb, please?
Yes.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I think my husband's pacemaker's going off. He's not breathing. He's unconscious.
Okay. You with him now?
Yes.
How old is he?
66.
Okay, I'm organising help for you now. There's some counselling. I'll tell you how to do resuscitation. Okay, so place your heel of your hand on the breastbone in the centre of the chest, right between the nipples, just like you know, and place your other hand on top of that hand. Pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second and 5 centimetres deep. Count out loud so I can count with you, okay?
2,
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. You're doing good. You can count out loud if it helps you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just doing CPR until we get there. I'm not going to hang up with you until they walk in the door, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very important that you look at him closely. Tell me exactly what you see and hear him doing. And I want you to say now, every single time he takes a breath in, starting immediately.
Breathe in.
Yep, keep going.
Out. In.
Keep going.
Out.
That's right, keep going.
In. He's breathing by himself.
Okay, very good. Stay right with him and check his breathing often, okay?
Yeah. Stop breathing.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell you how to give mouth to mouth. Place your hand on his forehead, your other hand under his neck, then tilt the head back. Now pinch his nose closed and completely cover his mouth with your mouth and blow 2 regular breaths into the lungs, about 1 second each. The chest should rise with each breath. Okay, just keeping up that rhythm as best you can. I know it's difficult, but they'll come as quick as they can, okay?
Yep.
All right, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just try and keep up that pace. You're giving him the best help you can. Is there anybody else that can possibly take over for you?
My kids.
Okay, all right. Do you want to send them into another room?
Yeah, there's a guy there.
Okay, just focus on my voice and try and keep up this rhythm until we get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're doing well. You're doing well. They're around the corner. 3. Okay, very good work. You did great. Bye-bye.
Sue ranked 000 when her 68-year-old husband, Bob, went into cardiac arrest. Call taker Jessica talked the woman through CPR for almost 15 minutes. Thanks to the help of the dispatcher, they were able to save Bob's life. Jessica credited Sue's calmness for being able to execute the CPR properly. Meanwhile, Sue said it was the dispatcher who was the hero in the situation. At the time, the call center was promoting the call, push, and shock method, which starts with calling the emergency number, then beginning the compressions as soon as you can, and shock for early defibrillation if possible. Although Bob had a pacemaker and defib installed, it wasn't enough to kick him back to consciousness, so the paramedics had to do it again. Had his wife not started CPR while waiting for them, it would have been too late. Within 3 minutes, the 68-year-old was sitting up and talking to them. In an interview with a local radio station, Sue said he had recovered well. For more True 911 calls, watch this episode next.